immerse us right back in, sort of picking up from last week. Thank you for bearing with me with my voice and all that, but now that's over. We find ourselves in the depths of the Vault of Shumas, within a Sphinx's solarium chamber, where you and your allies faced off against the Sphinx's trial in order to justify your trespassing upon its holy sepulchre. With its final riddles answered, it looks down upon you lot, and her voice booms throughout the chamber. By solving my riddles, you've shown your worth, a tomb of knowledge to unearth. The path ahead leads to riches untold, but greed and excess must be controlled. For this is the place of ancient might, the owner watches day and night. So take just what you need, no more, or face the judgment as before. With that being said, face fortune. What would you like to do?
Well, it's time to max out our pockets. I'm gonna take as much as I can.
100% on God.
But we still got a couple golems or something, right? You guys are saying?
Yeah, last time we were here, there were stone golems.
Well, what's is there anything special in this room? Like as far as treasure-wise, or is that all in the hoard?
This room, the solarium you're in?
Yeah.
You look up, there is a contraption made of brass and gold, ever revolving, mid-air, suspended by some sort of magic to demonstrate the structure of the planes, the wheel of creation, and, you know, you can see Exandria sort of hovering there amid it all. It's a solarium, beautiful in its own way, but looking around the shattered pottery and such, there's no treasure to be found here. Besides, perhaps, the Sphinx and what treasure she might have up here.
So by solving these riddles, your greatness, these golems, they're not gonna come after us, right? We've earned our passage.
You have justified your trespassing, she explains, but the temple's defenses are still up. They're not in her control. They have been set up by an ancient entity that predates her, perhaps, or outranks her in some way, so she's not controlling them, no. But if you're looking for what you've earned from this trial, you can see a new way has been opened, a yet unexplored path to the east. And you would recall, well, your group would recall and tell you, I suppose, a previously unexplored tomb that was locked by a very powerful magic that the Sphinx has now bequeathed upon you access to. So you've definitely earned like access to previously unexplored places, but the danger has not lifted. No.
Of course, nothing's ever that easy. Okay, come on, rest up.
Well,
Let's get our stuff together.
Right. I'm gonna
Big
step
eight.
forward. You hold on. I think we're talking over each other. All right, I'll go. I'll step forward. Winston will step forward to the Sphinx. Master Sphinx, I am Sir Winston of the famed Fate's Fortune. Will you honor me with your name?
Amatrusa.
Which is spelled AMTRUSA. I know that for sure.
You concentrate a moment upon her and she upon you, and in that brief innate connection, she gives you a spelling in your mind's eye.
Tell me, I am very curious. What was the Vault of Shumas originally built for? Do you know?
She looks to times past and retrieves from those ancient histories a tale of a religious order from pre-calamity days who has built this sepulchre to honor their worshippers, those who passed. In later days, it has been used to honor those who were killed during the days of the calamity, the war, the rain, heroes throughout. And she mentions a tomb that has been remained closed to this very day. Seldom to a few visitors, her master included, and you, in turn, should you dare to. This tomb belongs to a certain hero of the calamity by the name of Talmith, an archpriest of Corlon from times bygone. A hero of the Second Age. It is a tomb, a sepulchre, a place to store treasures safe, but have been used by one monster or another as its den throughout the years, for it is a natural shelter and a well-defended spot, as you can see. Talmouth.
I mean, I could keep going. Wouldn't give anybody else an opportunity to. I mean, you don't get to speak to a sphinx very often. You know, come on, speak up, everybody. Don't be shy. This is a grand adventure. Everybody's by the door.
We're
Well,
excited
I
for the
can't
treasure.
speak. Right essentially just picks up
Oh,
Julian
yeah.
and looks at him and goes, and was like holding him by both his arms with both his massive ape hands.
Julian is like wide-eyed right now. He's like, right, you're still in there, right? Right.
The Sphinx approaches the giant ape and with a graceful paw touches him, and in that divine touch, a brief glow emanates from her paw outwards. She casts a spell. Riot, you begin to, through your senses once again, gain an understanding of any spoken language throughout you. And moreover, you can speak.
Oh, fantastic. This is such a interesting... What just happened?
Hi there! It just becomes... I think his name is Winston from Overwatch, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Riot will slowly put Julian down as his own mind comes back to him. Well, that was different. I don't know why I was smelling you. You need a bath. Thanks. Question, and by the way, thank you. Why does all the water evaporate here?
Just as this place is a holy ground, so is it equally touched by fell things, she explains. Over the years, the restless undead have cursed this place, essentially. It is in her charge to keep a certain portion of this temple pure, but unfortunately, the extent of her being and purpose only extends to what she has been tasked with. Other areas of the temple have been cursed.
Is there a way to remove the curse?
You go ahead and roll me a religion check.
Not my forte.
I'll participate in that. Removing curses.
Sorry, I gotta open up my page.
Oh yeah, here we go. I know all religions.
I rolled a 7. I don't have advantage.
Well, you
So
are
I was
familiar
going-
with simple spells such as the Remove Curse spell and something as mighty as a Hollow spell that can protect against such forces. You're not sure that anything beyond a Wish spell can really cleanse away a very deeply, over the ages, desecrated place, beyond like a Wish spell or the power of divine gods and such. The will of the gods themselves, if you will. A Hollow spell can perhaps make a bubble of safety in this place, but not outright remove. And you would have.
tell me, Talmithion. Again, so we're on a grand quest, and part of that is seeking out a champion of an old age named Elixion. Have you heard of this Elixion before?
The Gynophix recognizes the name of this Ruidus Born, a hero of the Calamity and the War of the Rain. She speaks of Talmith, the person buried here, a close friend and ally of his.
Really?
Okay.
Yes, an ally of Elixion who died during the Battle of Gordranus and was returned home here for burial.
That would mean we know at least one of the 4 people that were surrounding Elixion. Now.
Wait, Thomas died in the Battle of Gore. What?
Gordranus. The demonic name for your capital, should you identify as Kryn.
Say that thought, Riot.
If you guys remember back to when we went to Bazzoxan and essentially had a moment where we took a moment with Treebeard and just basically had a vision of somebody on the ground crying for help, and then 4 friends standing around him and assisting him to stand and to venture forth. Elixion had a party with him, and one by one they fell away, which is Riot's guess. Talmith must have been one of those friends that we saw in the vision.
And this person needing help. Do you think that was Elixion?
Yeah, that's what Riot thinks.
We also know of a person named Peregrine a little bit, but I don't remember the full story.
Peregrine was an angel that seemed like bound to Elixion whenever he seemed to go into a fight. Like, I don't know what you would call it, like a familiar, but angelic familiar. Seemed that way.
Maybe a Deva or something. Well, look, either way,
unfolding story.
Either way, if it's something that we want to, do here, it seems like the man 20,000 leagues under the sea might know how to cleanse once we get him back up here.
That's if he's alive, or if because fragments of his personality is in Ruidium. Perhaps his body's no more, but his soul remains.
Well, I've seen worse things happen. People come back to life after fucking years of death. So I'd like to have hope that he's still down there somewhere. Something of him.
You are on the path, says the Sphinx. Fate spins as it should, and thus you are on the path to more answers. You already know where to find them. They await you, back there, and she stares past the walls, past the script, past the dunes, back toward Uncarel, and deeper in the rain, to that dark under.
Mighty Sphinx. I got a question. The serpent god and all his cult is all in Ank'Harel. Do you know how long they've been causing an infestation in that city?
Long enough to take root, she answers simply.
Fuck.
No, I mean, I'll give you a chance. What's the root of your question?
Riot is essentially the root of the question is he's trying to figure out whether, if she has a feeling whether the root has taken underneath Ank'Harel in the drowned city, or if it's in the sewers, meaning that as the root.
It is one and the same.
Okay.
Winston will hold up his hand. assume he's got a gauntlet on or something. Take it off, showing the ring and the veiny crystal-like red corruption. In your existence, have you seen anything like this? This type of infection?
I have not, but its purpose is clear. If you do not get rid of it, your fate is to die.
What?
Okay, team. Let's wrap up the show here. I think that we need to quickly discover the source of its cure.
You already feel it within you. You tire, your spirit tires, and soon your body will fail you as well. That is the toll you pay for the power in your hands.
Well, I can't accept that. I have yet to have my fame. I have yet for my name to be heard across Exandria. I just cannot accept that fate.
Your fate is not yet written in stone, the epitaph yet not cast.
You'll write your own, sweetie. We still got time to get out of here and figure out what we're doing. What we need to find down below.
As for you, Julian, you're totally becoming a mind flayer, though.
Yeah, Julian, you look sick. Have you eaten in a little bit?
Had the dragon meat. No, maybe it didn't settle well.
I'm fine.
Julian, how's the Squidward? Has Squidward been talking to you?
What's a Squidward?
He did recently.
Julian.
Don't make SpongeBob canon in my lore. You don't want that.
I praise
Not
the
where
Lord
we're going.
Sponge.
What does
He
Squidward
did
want?
recently.
He's thinking.
Wanted me to be more forthcoming with his gifts and accepting of it. He gave me a gift to use. I think he wants me to sort of embrace what he has to offer.
Aren't you supposed
He
to
didn't
find
really
something
ask
with his?
anything of me.
Something down below?
Yeah. Nick, your character would have had experience in the Feywilds. You would have had experience with Fey beings, and by extension, Fey lords and Fey maidens. These archfays who make bargains with all sorts of visitors, all sorts of patrons. This sort of draws parallel there. There must be a purpose. There must be some sort of a task given. A pact to fulfill. Always something to the benefit of the patron.
Yeah, but Julian, you had mentioned something. There was something that they wanted you to fulfill down below, but like, what exactly was that? What did you need to return or something?
Worse.
Deep under the depths of the water, there's a creature of some sort, some kind of large kraken. I'm not sure exactly what it is. He wants me to release it. So what it means to release it, whether to actually kill it or do something else with it, I'm not sure exactly.
For a creature or a beast to be released, its soul must be freed, therefore the body must die, so the soul can then become one with wherever it goes.
He's always cryptic with his messages, but I've been wanting for a while. I have for a while been wanting a way to communicate with him, to ask questions, and it seems his gift will allow me to do exactly that. But I'm still bonding with it. I can't use it yet.
Well, I guess when you find answers, or something, I guess let us know. In the meantime, I don't want no brain sucker snacking on my my brain juice.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Well, I would hope so.
Well, you might not want to go sifting through all the gold in the dragon chamber, because that's where he
I
found little baby illithids.
I absolutely do want to go. Speaking of which, come on.
Correction.
waiting for us.
Correction. It was I who masterfully separated those gold coins to discover such a jar.
I didn't get shit.
Yeah, you read like a little fucking. Be careful where you put your face in that room. You never know what could happen. And stay away from statues. But we can always venture forth and go to that chamber and then run away from that chamber and venture into a different route, because there is a path that is just ahead that we haven't seen before.
Is this the same day that we killed the dragon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Same night.
Same night.
We're gonna get tired soon.
Quite
Well,
the productive evening.
the ship's coming back in an hour, so we need to hurry up. Try to get back out there, so we can try to meet him.
We also need to get Layla's Bardette's body.
Yeah, easily done.
I saw her ghost leading back the other way, but if the
Wait.
way. What?
I'm sorry, continue.
No, he's still talking. Yeah.
We went to see her ghost lead us the way we first initially came. But if this pathway is opened up into another area, it could lead us to the same chamber before or not. But we can always see what happens. Venture down here and see if it leads to the cave and all the sand that we went to before, and go to the dragon's den, or by the way, Sphinx, you no longer have a dragon around you anymore. He's been taken care of.
By yours truly.
You ever like stare down a cat and all they do is blink back at you?
Yes.
Like,
It's
talk to the
you're
fox.
not sure if it's disinterested what you just said or she's just that inscrutable, but her facial expression does not change.
Mhm.
You suspected
but
that
there-
such services are beyond her charge, but you feel pride for what you've done.
But there was a small door that Julian tried to pick and wasn't able to enter, and we can always check that place out too before we go and try to fill our pockets full of stuff.
You know what? I agree. Let's go get Bardette first.
So from the astronomium, where do you head?
Will Riot fit through those doors?
You can squeeze through them.
Okay, good.
There are doors that lead up north, which we can probably go through.
Well, we can go open them. Go open those doors and see if it opens up into the sand area from before.
Both Julian and Julia Gulia, go ahead and roll me perception checks since you've taken initiative to enter that room.
Oh.
Julia Gulia, the hair at the back of your neck stands on edge. You hear the sudden, sharp sound of water drips slowly echoing throughout the room. You realize they're coming from the center of the room, this deep well whose bottom you don't see in the darkness. As you look across past the torchlight down the hallway to the south, you can see a humanoid skeleton hunched over, kind of clutching at its ribcage, its jaw agape, and it just stands there bent over with one arm like holding the vacuum space where its stomach could be. Its jaw hangs agape, cackling as it just sort of points at you, and utters almost no sound, but you can tell by its the gesture, it's cackling at you. Julian, you see this. You also see, as far as the end of that southern room, where just in that dimness, the grays, the blacks and whites that you see in that edge of the brazier light, you can see another entryway, the edge of an arc over here. You also, yeah.
Can I look down the?
Yeah.
Can I look down the well? Is it deeper than 120 feet?
No, eventually you do about maybe 100 feet or so down. You can see the silvering of the ripple of water.
I wonder what he finds so funny down there. He's the one who's dead. I should be laughing at him. Hey, come on. We got stuff to do. We gotta go line our pockets, find some corpse.
Riot's huge arm will reach around the corner and point at that door. If you open that door and see sand, that might be the right way to the Bardette's body.
Alright, I'm gonna like scan the door, run my fingers around the edges, use some old little assassin tricks to feel for anything.
Investigation check.
Plates.
Yeah. Looking for any traps, any pressure plates, anything that would trigger upon opening this door.
Insight, sorry. I am so dumb.
I mean, take your first roll there.
No, I'll take 5.
Okay, fair enough. You're not sure if you want to take the 5.
Okay. Well, hard to say. I don't know if this door was here before. I don't know what you guys looked at earlier, but alright. Where's everyone else? Come on. This guy at the end of the hall, he's creeping me out.
Yeah, I don't like him. Come on, it's a door though. How hard could it be to open?
Yeah, sure. That's what my friend said last time, that he got skewered.
Well,
Okay.
I can always bust open the door if you want with my fists.
Honey, I don't know. You're fucking way too big.
Right, we'll start pushing in front. We'll like push Julian.
Okay,
through
I'm
his
opening
legs.
the door.
You open the door, you see
Okay,
something
like,
scuttle
push
through the sands and the rocks beyond, just about 20 feet ahead of you. And it's still dark in here, so you're looking into the darkness. You can see a creature. It looks like how would I describe this? Like a human-sized scorpion with like wide laced wings. The tip of its curled tail holds numerous barbs that drip sticky, what you would be able to tell is poison. And as soon as it sees you, as soon as it sees the brazier light behind you, it skitters back into the darkness and sort of behind a rock or something like that.
Well, he ain't no friend of light, but here, hold on. Let me get one of these out. Ah, yes, that's it. Right here, past all my makeup. Okay, I'm gonna grab a torch.
Okay. Torch sheds a bright light of 2020. Let me go ahead and put that on your token, so everybody can benefit from it. Torch is out.
I thought you pushed me to the side. Yes.
The glint of copper coins beneath your feet catches in the light of your torch. Hundreds of coins buried beneath the sands. You see the skitter marks, your natural survival instincts of the ranger in you pick up tracks of these little insectoid creatures.
Just one or many?
You spot another one in the light of your torch just over yonder, as it begins to sort of scuttle closer toward the wall and try to avoid the light of your torch.
Ah. Alright, well, either you monkey man or you armored door. Come on, let me pass this off to you.
Riot will get on his side and like shimmy on through, and then like crawl over using the wall to get over top
You're
of Julia.
army man crawling through space, this narrow, maybe 10-foot wide tunnel that you have to like King
That's
Kong
fine.
squeeze through and shatter some rocks with your fist in frustration. Just to be clear, while I've given you communication and language, you still have the intelligence score of a giant ape, which, if I may recall, is something along the lines of 7? Yeah.
That's why like he pushed Julian through the legs and
Yeah.
kept going. Yeah, 7 and 7.
I think just pushed him to the side like, against the wall. It's like squish.
Basically, he just didn't care.
The creature scuttles up the wall and begins to fly from wall into the darkness beyond.
Okay. Look, he can go do his thing over there. Where we going?
Riot's just
we
gonna
need to
sniff
go
the air
west.
real quick. Is there a lot of creatures that you can smell or not?
You smell sand, dust, Go ahead and roll me a perception check if you want.
Oh, 8 perception. +4.
Sand, dust. You can't smell these creatures. They don't have a musk about them. These insectoids. And you don't smell anything else. You do detect this sweet, pungent, familiar smell of death coming from the west.
Okay. This way. Could you bring the light I can't see over here?
Why is there a torch? Sorry, I'm catching
I have
up
a
here.
torch out to shoot the
For-
bugs away.
Ah,
I can't
Right on.
see in darkness.
Wait, I just remembered.
See in darkness.
I think my
Gotcha.
god item can emit bright light.
Your prey train skip does not emit light now. Giant ape, as
Not
you
that.
as you
Whatever, doesn't
proceed, you mean like the jewel? Yes, it emits light if you want.
Yeah. Does that take a charge? Looking
No.
for it.
No, I think you can just enable it. Just let me know what the distance of the bright light and dim light is on it. As you're figuring out your jewel, giant ape, what is your AC?
13, I believe. 12.
You feel a sting against one of your fingers as one of these feisty little beasts attacks you. You can't even see it in the dark because you're still adjusting to it. Before the torch is brought over, you feel the sting and you retrieve it, and you can see a slick green liquid coming from the entry wound. You
Oh, calculator.
receive 7 piercing damage, and go ahead and make me a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
19.
You manage to resist the poisonous effect.
Okay, I'm saying 150 health. Riot's gonna like hold out. He's like, "Can I have the torch on me?"
I'm gonna use your big bear paws to take it out of my hand. Here.
I don't want to hurt your delicate little fingers.
I'm gonna throw this over your shoulder.
The jewel of 3 prayers illuminates as well.
So Riot will take the torch and hold it out in front of him.
A toothpick in the dark. You hold it in front of you, and the creature begins to skittle away, fluttering its wings back into the darkness.
Riot would take a punch at it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
20, natural 20.
You squish it.
He's just gonna beat his chest. Ah!
You can roll for damage just for funsies. I just want to see what a crit looks like on a giant ape, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be a kill.
Fist attack. That was 6. No, that's not. What the fuck?
Just rolling damage twice. Yeah, that's a kill.
Multi attack. Fist. Attack +9. Oh, it's 3D. Oh, my bad. It doesn't let me click off of the sheet.
Don't worry about it. Real good. You just squish it in one go. As it begins to flutter away, you just catch it in your fist and squish it. Reflexively, it does sting you a few more times, but you're just gonna flick it away.
And he'll just continue walking. I know Riot has the torch now, but it's not around the ape. Perfect. Oh, another small tunnel.
Stuck behind this monkey.
Riot's just gonna punch the wall to like make an opening so he can actually get through this time.
Yeah, it takes you a good minute to tunnel your way through here, squeezing through. Meanwhile, the rest of the party is just staring at his ass.
Yeah, why are we following the monkey?
The monkey knows the way.
I
Monkey knows
somehow
the way.
don't believe this.
Riot's just gonna point in the room.
You're
In
unable
there.
to fit through the 5-foot wide door without breaking it and collapsing this temple upon yourself.
I run.
Do not
past
break the
monkey.
door.
Winston
You
first.
just see like Riot's head poking in from the entrance.
Winston and Nia first through the door. You see in the extinguished light of this chamber is the ethereal silhouette of Bardette, her ghost looking down upon her mangled body. A porcelain mask hides her face, her expression.
And she's not disappearing this time.
No.
Bardette, are you with us?
Not anymore. An ethereal voice upon the wind.
Can you tell us who killed you?
We killed it.
It was the dragon.
It was like staring in a mirror.
The dragon.
Yeah.
Do you have any last message that you'd like us to deliver with your body?
It thinks for a moment. Still accepting its death, even after all these weeks, it still does not have an answer. My legacy, it must survive. My death must not be in vain.
Please
You
know
hear from-
that. Or, sorry.
Oh, you're just gonna hear from the hallway. What's a legacy? Because he's an idiot right now.
And now I would continue and just be like,
You're
There we go.
you're looking at one, right here. Pointing.
He's
to
gonna
himself.
reach out and just. He can't actually see you actually right now.
now I would kind of like kneel down next to Bardet's body and be like, please know that the other members of the Allegiance, they are deeply saddened by the knowledge of your passing, and the retrieval and to be able to put your body at peace means a great deal to them and a great deal to us.
And a great
Why
deal
we
to me, for they know the price of this place, the consequence of remaining here. Please, return me. I do not wish to become one of them.
Would turn to
Them?
Winston now. I mean, like, Winston, do you want to help me tie her body onto her now ape friend?
Ryan is just holding a hand through the doorway.
I'll pick her up. I'll pick her up for now until we're in an area where you can carry her without harm, Riot.
He's gonna really,
Okay.
like, pack her onto his back so he can still use his hands.
Yeah, but he's also climbing through small corridors, and I wouldn't want parts of Burdette to be smeared on the walls.
Boudette. What's a boudette?
Bardette. Bardette.
Oh.
Right. Bardette.
Something you have to be
Okay.
very soft with, very gentle.
Gentle.
Bardette.
Pass Julia Gulia on the head.
Gentle.
Yes, gentle. Be gentle. All right.
But did I kill Tom? No, okay. I wasn't sure.
So,
Well-
do we want to go and visit the celestial door to the left of this place, or do we want to go to the treasure room?
Let's check out that celestial door first, just in case.
Right, we'll slowly move down the hallway to the door.
As the rest of your companions proceed onwards, Julia Gulia, you catch a glimpse of the apparition before you. The last thing she says before the candles blow out and her form shifts out of the material plane is one word. Run. And then she vanishes.
I don't like that. Run.
Right, pushes open the door.
Run away or run towards.
You push
So
open
Whatever
the
we're
ambiguous.
doing here, we're running out of time. We need to start picking up the pace.
Right can't get through this door, but can he reach it?
You can open it. Riot, go ahead and roll me stealth.
Oh fuck, that's gonna be terrible for this guy.
There's no way passing any stuff.
18!
Cool.
What?
You see a purplish magenta glow from the very, very, very far end of this corridor where you would recall is the old entrance of this place, and the light is silhouetting a large, hunchbacked, humanoid, almost giant form in this light. You realize its back is turned to you. And you do not see eyes looking back. It has not noticed you yet. You push open the door to this tomb, and you see a sarcophagus. There are no other jars or ornamental sacks of gemstones or anything like that.
Right, with a big hand, we'll pick up Julian, put him in the room, and then with his other big hand, he's gonna shift, grab the top of the sarcophagus, and lift it up.
What?
You're in. Okay, accept it.
Wait.
Julian, do you resist?
Right. I'll just willingly go in there, but when I see he's about to lift the sarcophagus and be like, wait, can I check that please first? Right. Right. Let me
Roll
check
me a
it first.
persuasion check, please. He's an idiot.
Right. Down boy. Hang on. Let me check this out first, and then you can lift it with your big, strong arms, okay?
The Oonga Boonga's too strong on this one.
Fuck.
Oh,
Oonga
he
Boonga is
lifts
too
it up.
strong.
He lifts it up.
The Oonga Boonga is too strong.
Julian, you see a retching, greenish, blackish smoke begin to pour out of the sarcophagus, and you instinctively begin to hold your breath, but it's already stinging your eyes. It's already withering away your flesh. Your roguish gut instincts were on your side. Alas, you are subject to your own teammates. You take 10 necrotic damage.
Okay.
As the warding spell upon the sarcophagi wanes and breaks away, now disarmed. You see, lying within the sarcophagi is a body that remains mummified, the armor rusted to dust. Upon the corpse's mummified hand is a ring. Clutched in the hand is a spell scroll of some sort.
Gonna sort of look in carefully, carefully approach both his hands, and does it seem like there's a glue or anything, or is it trap? Is this trap?
Roll me an investigation with advantage, because you've seen this before. You've seen what this sort of trap would look like, so you'd be able to recognize it if you saw it.
Glad you learned from me and my mistakes.
With a 15, you glance down upon it, and it's like the flesh is blackened and sloughed off like wax. Sovereign glue does not rot like this. It stays either translucent or white throughout the ages, being magical. You're looking at the body, and you're looking upon yourself, actually. You catch a glimpse of your eye, your face in the ring, and you realize it is a tiny mirror with a holy symbol at its center.
Ooh, pretty.
I have no idea what kind of ring that is, but I'll grab it and the scroll.
The finger crackles as you snap it off, and then the ring off of it, and a scroll in your hand as well.
Riot is gonna hold out his hand for Julian to hop into.
Yeah, sure. I'll hop into his hand. I just
Right,
get
well-
carried. Got the rest
right,
of the
well-
tomb.
Pick him up and then slowly shimmy around, knowing that there's a big creature over on the other side, and just look at Winston and Naya and say, "Shh. Undead big thing."
You're not sure if it's his intelligence level at this current point, or if it's the waning of the spell, its potency slowly waning off, perhaps half done.
Go.
Run, Forrest, run.
Going.
Hold the door.
Oh, door.
Hodor. Alright, we're losing time. The ship's gonna be back before we're outside waiting for it, and we got a little bit of stuff to deal with.
Copper
as they
coins
continue
clink
back-
beneath your boots.
Hold on. We're losing each other. Come on, pick up the pace.
As
was that
we
mean?
go
Well,
back
Julian's in
toward-
Riot's hand right now, and he's just like running behind Naya, just slowly.
What was that, Neo?
I'm gonna pick up.
It is dark, and as we are trying to keep moving, Naya will take out her drift globe and hold it in her hand and say "Das Licht," and then "Arthban," and it just lights up with daylight and begins to float.
Daylight is like 60, right?
Yeah, it's big. It's like 120 in total, I think.
Done. With a hum of magic, it illuminates the room throughout, casting long shadows upon where Winston walks now, the copper coins clinking against your greaves.
I turn off my AAA battery amulet.
We got the big guns. We got the spotlight out.
Not compare.
You're just like staring into the sunlight and like your what is it? God, I'm having a brain fart. What do you call dark elves? Half grin.
Drow?
Yeah,
Drow?
your draw eyes just like
God.
squint in the sunlight of this. Ah!
Why I made the command words for those spells German? Who knows? I just did.
Sure, it's Sherman.
No, come back here. I need you.
I was on mute. Is this not the way? I recall this is how we entered the dragon's chamber before. No?
Riot's
It
gonna
is,
run
but don't
across
we-
to that creature.
I can't hear when everybody's talking all at once, but Winston, what you see before you is a collapse and a cornered creature.
Whoa. Hold on.
Riot quickly smashes into the wall, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
I'm gonna hold him back.
You can certainly try. Go ahead,
Right,
roll me
right.
a contested athletics check.
Oh man, I rolled so bad.
Yeah. Let's go, champion.
Those on.
I have a +9 and I rolled a 13.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah, no, you hold him back. You just catch him by one limb by the short hairs and pull him
Down,
back.
boy. Yeah. This appears to be a dead end. Unless I'm
Ooh.
missing something.
Food.
Food is outside, Riot. Food is outside. That is
Mindset
not
bug.
food.
Hungry.
That is ouchie.
B smash.
You just look. You're close enough to look at like Riot's stung finger. It begins to like sort of swell now. Like the sting point is like green and black and disgusting colors of the flesh. Ugh.
Team?
I
This
thought
is
you
a
said
dead
it was
end.
this way. Where we
Was
going?
last I recall. I'm gonna touch the walls. Is it an illusion? Is there a door frame? I'm trying to figure out. There used to be an entrance or a tunnel doorway leading to the chamber. Where did it go? That's what I'm looking for.
You are touching true to the word collapse. Like it's real. It's stone.
Apparently it collapsed. I guess we have to go another route.
Riot's in 10 feet of the bug. Can he hit it now?
There's nobody stopping you.
I have 10 feet reach.
Are you gonna stop his punch? You gonna stop-
No, I'm not.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. No. It's you manage to you swing against the stone, sending a few of the rocks toppling down upon Winston's shield as he deflects it and steps away from it, and then you see one of the rocks just like collapse onto the bug, squish it instead.
Okay, I was gonna say Riot's next attack was 21.
You pick up the rock and you make sure like, you pick up the stringy remains of this bug from beneath the rock and you just give it a good old smash just for good old measure's sake. Yeah.
Yeah, all right,
Oh, it's-
everybody out before Riot collapses the tunnel on us.
I guess we're gonna have to. The only places we haven't explored yet, they're both guarded by these creatures. So, unless we want to go back out through the Sphinx's chamber, we're gonna have to face one of these creatures. And even then, if we
snap.
go out the Sphinx's chamber, we have to face the whirlwinds.
Well, that just sounds like a lot of fun. I don't see the problem here, Naya.
Well,
There
I'm
was
saying, which evil are we picking?
The closest evil must be vanquished.
So I guess the one directly south from us, the one we avoided the first time.
To the
there is
south.
also an archway
He just takes off.
leading to another direction down south.
Let's
Yeah,
smash.
Any insight from the ranger?
No, I'm following at this point.
Okay.
Just trying to keep up and figure out what their game plan is.
Sure. You leave the heavy rocks behind, trying to find the path of least resistance, I suppose. Coming back to the well chamber. All the while, you pass hundreds and hundreds of copper coins beneath your feet.
Yeah. Keep moving. Yeah, alright, well, I'm gonna keep moving south unless somebody says, whoa, boy, I'm just gonna keep going.
No, we're starting to run out of time. We got to keep going.
Okay.
Keeping them moving,
Winston,
pace.
you come within range of the cackling skeleton before you. As you steadfast lead a charge and hear the scuffle of a gorilla trying to squeeze past you, your boot steps upon a flagstone that sinks maybe a foot down. Then you hear the whooshing of wind coming from either side of you, first from the far side of the hallway and then whooshing quickly towards you. Can you go ahead and make me an athletics check?
I would love nothing more.
You can make it a saving throw because you get a bigger bonus on those. And there's something afflicting you. Strength saving throw.
Yeah. You said athletics, right? Yeah.
Oh, well, strength saving throw, so yes. Okay. You are bashed against the gorilla behind you. The gorilla behind you also rolls me a strength saving throw, please.
I don't know what strength say, but I'll just roll you athletics.
Sure.
21.
The gorilla acts as a wall as you bash into it. The two of you take 3 bludgeoning damage from the collision as the winds then die down. The trap is armed. Meanwhile, all the while, the cackling skeleton continues to roil, and at this point on its knees. If it could cry tears of joy, it would.
Right? We'll just say, here, I'll help. We'll pick Winston up with tilt hands and just lob him towards the skeleton.
Do you resist, Winston?
Throw him?
No. However, I still have Bardette in my arms, so
Maybe put her down.
as he's picking me up, I would
She's going to.
set her down. I would have set as big old ape claws are like grabbing around my torso. I'm gonna drop the body.
Fair enough. I mean, she's not getting any deader. Go ahead and roll me a strength check then, giant ape.
So, strength check.
Yeah.
16.
You lob your fellow paladin, armor and all, 15 feet forward, and he comes skidding before the skeleton. This skeleton is having the greatest of day, cackling away. Winston, I don't know what's going on with your pride right now, but can you make me a charisma saving throw, please?
Yeah. What the hell kind of throw was that?
Oh no.
I thought he was going to say athletics, not strength.
As it continues to silently cackle, you can hear its ribs moving and the chittering of its teeth. It's just sort of points a finger at you and mocks you. You take... This is silly. You take 4 psychic damage to your pride as it just cackles away past the flame, leaping the flame, and sort of to the end of the room there, taunting you.
You are gambling, and Aragon just threw you across the gap.
Heavy green creature.
Right? You
Next.
have embarrassed me.
Next, Ryan will hold out his hand.
I'm good, I can walk.
I'll just wait for everybody else to see what they're doing where I go.
If no one goes, Ryan's just gonna walk down that hallway, smashing the walls a little bit.
You destroy one trap after another with your sheer weight. One of the pressure plates that you tossed Winston over, you step on it, and then you hear something just crack as gears and everything by your sheer weight just smash. The trap does not even have enough time to arm or rearm itself before you just break that.
Go, giant ape, go.
I would start running. If nobody else is going to do anything, I'm going to start running towards it. But I would lay on hands myself to give me health after that terrible toss.
Okay, trying to fix your pride, you can go ahead and attempt are you trying to, like, bash a skeleton?
Yeah, I'd be running towards. I'd pull out the great sword off my back, and just head towards it, running at it.
Okay.
With the intent to slice.
No problem. As you approach it, you can now hear that within like a few feet from it, the cackle actually begin to gain voice. You have given it power by letting it get into your head. Go ahead and roll me a DC 10 wisdom saving throw just before you swing. And this will determine whether you have a normal roll or disadvantage or not swing. No problem. You shear through it. Through the cackling, it is just long dead, undeady guy about to become even more deader. Go ahead and roll to hit.
I'm irritated. You laugh at me.
Oh, fucking Christ. Is that a 10 to hit?
No, it's a 10 to hit. Yeah.
Its armor class is 9. You hit. It's a skeleton.
Alright.
For 26 slashing damage?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, that's a perfect lethal. 26 health is what it had. So how do you want to do this?
I just come by going with the greatsword held high, and I want to make one big swipe across the torso to cut it in half.
You cut it in half, bones shatter, and you just send the skull flying off the spinal column. It flies, twirling through the air, and then clinks against the edge of the well, and clinks, ping-ponging off the walls, down into the depths, till eventually you hear a bunch of bones and a skull drop into water.
Yeah, with that corruption in me, nobody laughs at Sir Winston.
You gain inspiration for receiving your pride back.
Right, pats him on the back.
Good job, Winston.
We need to work on your tossing skills there, Riot. Later, not now.
Jump
Later.
in hand.
Later.
No.
Not now.
Toss down well, maybe it's the Underdark. Let's test it.
I was thinking this ladle dropping down.
I don't know if you've ever seen this. Nick, when we were playing like Baldur's Gate 3, remember that hole, the spider nest hole?
Yeah, you climb down and you're in the Underdark.
I thought that's what happens. Apparently, there's a cutscene. If you jump down, you die. But a cutscene is like just you flailing arms out and just dropping till your buddy just slams in the Underdark, and that character's just dead in the Underdark. And they actually did a cutscene for it. Like, I can't believe you've been that dumb to jump down a chasm. But hey. So anyway.
Is this another well?
It is another well, yes.
Is it also 100 feet deep? Can I see down it?
You can see down it. You're not sure how far deep, but you can see the watery bottom to it. Maybe 10 stories, yeah. More or less.
Naya would hover the drift globe over the well.
You can see a floating skull still cackling in the water.
The bastard.
Maybe it's sound echoing through the well, but not enough to affect your morale. You've shown it who's boss.
Are you able to like safely jump over here?
Yeah, I mean you can edge walk it.
Sure,
It's
I will
like
do that.
3 feet of good space. You try the door, it's locked. You should try it. Yeah, so
The big
was gonna
monkey
try
sees
it.
a lever.
your other party mates are doing other things, but yes, you do see a lever.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll let him do that first.
sure. So what was that, Joey?
I completely missed the lever. I'm gonna try opening the door when I see that it's locked. I'm just gonna be trying to pick the lock first thing. And it doesn't even cross my mind to look for a key or a lever or anything. It's just door's locked. Not anymore.
So
I
you're-
am peeved.
With the light of the drift globe behind you, go ahead and roll me a lockpicking check. It's your lockpicking tools. I imagine you use your dexterity, being sleight of hand-ish about this.
I'll add a psionic die to that.
You can save it. You don't need to waste it. 19 would unlock the door. You hear after a minute, a good click as the lock upon it falls off, and you push open. The door, you note, is not made of your standard stone as the other ones. It is iron on hinges. It kind of reminds you of a prison cell door, if you will. There's a little bit of rust covering from the moisture coming from the well, and then you have to push it against the sand on the other side, like pushing a door against snow, to reveal a dark passage beyond, but not so dark once the orb illuminates it. You note past the curve as you slink into it, reflecting past the light of the drift globe are copper pieces, and then those same copper pieces reflect a greenish light towards the very end of the tunnel as it curves in a 90-degree angle sort of thing toward the north. You smell that same ozone sensation still lingering from the dragon's presence. You are quickly approaching the treasure chamber.
Ooh. I'll sort of look behind me and say, this is it, guys. This is the same room. We found the treasure hoard.
Naya would come back up to Winston, just be like, here you go. As she's like, barely, Naya's not that strong. So she's not super weak, but she's not that strong, and she's kind of tiny for a dragonborn, and she's kind of like, has just kind of like poked Bardette under her arms and is kind of like dragging her backwards, and as she catches up with Winston, she's just like, can you take her, please?
Oh, yes. I was just about to ask, whatever happened to Bardette? With one arm, he just picks her up and slings her over his shoulder, kind of holding her tight with one arm wrapped up high, slunk over his right shoulder. He's going to edge walk by to follow.
Catching up to Julian. Julian, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a normal roll, because you're no longer relying on your dark vision, because the chamber beyond is lit. 8. Stone. Rock.
Just stone. What's the deal with you said some coins were reflecting a green light?
Yes, there's a sort of a greenish light coming from the very end of the chamber toward, like, here-ish.
Okay. And just make my way forward.
Sure thing.
Julian, do you see something that we don't?
Yeah, there seems to be a green light glowing from inside the chamber, inside the dragon hoard.
Well, it should have only been just a dragon there. I can't imagine why he'd want some eerie green light, unless he's trying to do some mood lighting, you know?
There was also the golems in there, so let's try to be quiet as we enter. Maybe...
Ryan, you're gonna be stuck here for a little bit.
Right, I want to play with the lever.
What do you do with the lever?
Right?
Right, just moves it back and forth to see what happens.
Okay, you hear the grind of stone as you move a bit of the wall back and forth, like an inch there, an inch back, an inch there, an inch back. And then eventually you just let it slide and you reveal a passage ahead of you.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. We'll follow everybody else.
Fair enough. You cannot squeeze through that 5 foot wide crevice. Try as you might.
About this time, it's been like an hour, right?
Just about. You have 8 minutes left.
Right, it's gonna push his head through, and when it doesn't fit, he's just gonna shrink back to his normal size.
Fair enough. You still feel the lingering blessing of the Sphinx. The tongue spell still lingering on you for 8 minutes for, whatever that's worth.
If you ever really, really want it back, Naya has that spell and you can cast it again.
He's gonna feel extremely different with his intelligence returning to normal.
Julian, you and the lead, first of all, the group, if you are stealthing, go ahead and make me a group stealth check. This is gonna be among the 5 of you. If 3 of you succeed, to beat the DC, you will feel relatively undetected. But we'll see how good that goes.
I am tiptoeing in metal boots on solid ground, so here we go.
Yeah, if you have heavy armor on, that is
Believe in your
disadvantageous, but...
God damn it, Winston. This is why group stealth checks are great, though.
Okay, so those more acute to the shadows among you, the ranger, the rogue among you, help the less acute among you. Um, stick to the shadows, or what little shadows can be made with
There
an
are no
orb
shadows.
leviting among you. But you're trying to make no noise. That is what you're focused on. So overall, you feel stealthy. And then Julian, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 14.
14. You notice a statue ahead of you. It's merely 10 feet ahead of you, towering. What looks to be the golem you've encountered before. Not animated, just standing there. In its hands, you notice it's cradling to its chest this green orb, maybe the size of two of your fists put together in diameter. A green crystal orb that emits this green light you saw before.
Julian, you paused. Is there something you see?
Yeah, the green light I was talking about before. It's coming from that orb that the statue was holding.
Well, let's go
Yeah,
check it
there's
out.
Melina when you need it.
Naya put
Um,
her drift globe back in her bag of holding.
Okay.
It's still lit up. It has 4 hours of daylight. It just in the back
Can
now.
I try to check if this is trapped? Like if I think lifting the weight from his hands is gonna activate the golem or something?
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
Honey, while you're looking for these plates, I can see some runes and some markings on these.
I'll try
pillars.
psionic die on that. 14, not bad.
14. You hear a voice coming from the Cyan Nautilus shell. Don't.
Oh. On second thought, let's not touch that orb.
I still need you. And then the voice fades away.
Hang on. I think it's dangerous to lift it. Don't touch that thing. I'm just gonna.
And what was your change of heart?
Well, you know, I'm a thief by trade. This one's trapped. If you touch the orb, something's gonna happen. I'm not entirely sure what the trap does, but I can tell that it's trapped. It's just one of those. You become, when you have as much experience in the field as I do, you become adept at identifying where traps are. Even if you're not entirely sure of their magical arcane nature all the time.
Julian, roll me deception with advantage. The rest of you can roll me insight checks if you wish. If you're even listening to this conversation. Otherwise, you're looking around the room. Tell me what you're doing.
I, with tongue still left, right, wants to see if the ruins will actually make sense to him.
The runes?
Yes. The things
No.
on top of the pillars.
They're not a language. They are magical in
Alright.
nature. They are magical runes, but at last, that is more like a math formula than language.
Okay. Right sees through Julian's deception.
I mean, you can tell he's not telling the truth, yeah? Not the whole truth, at least.
Julian, I am so glad you're here to protect us from those trapped orbs.
I entrust my life in
Of
your
course,
hands. My blood,
Of course,
brother.
Winston. I'd never let you guys do anything dangerous like that. Like
So,
walking into an obvious trap. I'd never grab you and shove you in front of an obvious trap and then open it in front of your face.
I suppose it goes without saying that a very large central piece of this room is missing.
The
Right, the
mirror,
mirror
is
thing
gone.
is gone.
the mirror might be underneath the floor.
Naya goes next to Julia, and it's just like, Julia, when we last visited this chamber, here in the center, there was a large mirror and a sundial could be placed above it. And this is where we escaped the dragon and ended up back in Ankorel last time. But it's gone.
And we didn't find it on the dragon, huh?
Didn't seem to
you
have
s-
anything on it. I mean, we
you
did
s-
like skin it, cut it up, all that.
Yeah, you didn't
I feel
find
like
an
we
engine.
would have. I feel like we would have. If there was a like wall height mirror on it, we would have found it pretty quickly.
Maybe it hit it somewhere, but if this was to open a door, and maybe it's a one-way. Well, maybe that was perceived as that. Maybe the Emperor had something to do with it, since you fell into his chambers.
We think
Something
it's the
to,
dial.
secure.
The dial that was placed in the top of it.
Well, maybe these runes got something to do with it. I don't know if I've ever seen something like these before.
Did we notice these runes last time? Did anybody notice these runes here last time?
Your eyes were fixed on the treasure last time.
With Rye's passive perception, would he not have seen these runes?
You note them now.
While you guys are studying the architecture, Julian's just stuffing his pockets.
Julian,
All the
you
valuables.
see a familiar orb of light appear above your head. Like a fairy light approaching your head and then like illuminating, growing in brightness. A light orb.
That's the sign. Really, everybody should just stuff pockets as much as possible.
Familiar because this is the same one that appeared above us last time, right?
Last time you touched the treasure, yes. You stuff your pockets, are you just stuffing gold pieces?
Yep.
Roll me a
The
d20.
last time we
Gold.
all did this, all of the golems animated.
Julian, roll me a d20. You stuff... Wow, I rolled low. You stuff 12 gold pieces, barely a fistful, into your pocket before you go down to reach more, and you begin to hear the grind of stone coming from all throughout the room, and you realize that the eyes of the various stone golems have opened, and slowly they begin to step out of their platforms. Can I get everybody to roll me initiative as you decide... Stop moving. As you decide where...
That wants to be there.
Yeah.
No.
What it is you want to do as these stone golems animate into motion.
I thought you guys said you were pros. You're looking like amateurs right now.
A little bit.
I thought the dragon activated the stone
Oh,
golems last time. I didn't realize
Nope.
it was.
You know, after
Ah,
this is done, if we survive this, you are gonna get one hounding from me. My kids, they'll tell you all about it. Well,
I
actually, maybe they won't. Maybe we'll be all fucking dead.
Mommy's gonna give you a smackdown.
Don't you want the
Just realized-
treasure though?
Fix my own.
You want-
Honey, there's a fucking problem here. You just dove right in. We got problems here, and you knew these were here. The second time this is happening. Oh, Jesus.
He's got you there.
It'll
He's
be
got,
fine.
or she's got
It'll
you there,
be
Julia.
fine. It'll be fine.
Julia is keeping an eye out on all things, rolling a 26 on initiative there. You get to act however you wish on initiative turn.
It's not gonna do much, but just instinctively, there's
Mhm.
a problem, and she's just gonna go, for the
Run
first, yeah, she's just gonna go for the first attack here.
Oh, you're drawing out your bow? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, if we're in initiative right now, then, wait, actually, walking into this chamber, how high up is the, hole that the dragon was coming out of?
It's pretty high up. It's like 50 feet above your head right now at the very apex of the dome. 50.
Okay, I'm gonna take out my rope and grapple hook, and I want to shoot it so it'll just come down if we need an escape real quick. If that's possible.
Yeah, sure. That's gonna take one of your attacks. Yes. So go ahead and roll me. This is gonna be just like to hit to see how dexterously you can shoot it up and latch it onto something. So just roll me to hit here.
Okay. 18.
Okay, so you manage to launch it into a very narrow arc and thread it through the distant hole above, and you hear something crack. It's almost like glass being hit, and then you give the rope a few tugs, and it's taut. It seems to be secure somewhere, lodged somewhere.
Okay. Once that's done, I'm gonna set that up, and then I'm just gonna use my other 2 attacks for the closest golem here. Just instinctively going for it.
Okay.
Excuse me. Let me make sure I have all my shit here. And a 17 to hit.
A 17 actually manages to crack through the stone into something vital. You scratch the crystal held, now you realize, embedded in its chest like a heart. And you scratch the very edge of it, and it manages to hit a crevice, and you see a brief green glow as you hit something vital, and you damage it for...
25. Oh, what I have.
Sneak Sharpshooter is the same damage as your weapon, right? Piercing damage?
I have sharpshooter, sneak attack, and the weapon damage.
Okay, fair enough. Your arrow lodges itself into that crevice.
Cool. And then, because I have Dread Ambusher, I'll get 1 more attack at the beginning of the turn on this, just this turn only. Seeing that glow and everything and how it kind of splintered and maybe just kind of faltered just a tiny bit, she'll shoot 1 more for a 15.
15. It's very hard to miss this target, but you don't hit anything vital.
Yeah. Okay. Then after that, I'll mark here. Where's my grapple? And then after that, she's just going to just take a movement, and then that'll be her turn. 5, 10. And that's where her grapple is, right there. And that's her turn.
Sounds good. Julian.
You were shooting this one?
Far left one.
Okay. Is that the only golem that's animated?
No. You see one here with a glowing green rune upon it in the this side of the room. To the north, you can hear more sound as by the light of the brazier, you can see another golem animated over here. And then toward the east, another golem with like a glowing, like reddish rune.
So we only see 3.
Okay. Gonna move. My game always bugs out every time I try to drag my token. I'm moving about here. I'm gonna take my scroll of hex and cast it on the golem to the right.
Hexed. You place your hex upon the creature. What next?
Which ability check do you make it have disadvantage against?
Oh, strength.
Fair enough.
With my action, I will just throw at it I'll conjure a psychic blade and throw it at him. It's not gonna do much. Something. Where is it? There it is. 24.
You
For
hear
11 damage.
You toss your blade, and you can see it shatter upon the form of this creature, the creature unshaken, unmoved, and you feel a sense of dread coming from the Psion knotless shell as you realize it's immune to psychic damage.
Ah, shit.
take his necrotic damage though?
It does.
It takes 2 necrotic damage. Okay.
There's no mind to attack. There's no brain. There's no nervous system. There's nothing biological about this entity.
Fuck. Nia, can I borrow that dagger I lent you?
Sure. Naya drops it. That was
Oh,
just a regular
Come and
dagger.
get it.
Walk over.
It was just a
pick it up.
regular dagger.
Mic drop.
No, I gave you a +1 dagger.
Oh, the +1 one. Yeah. Okay.
You have a other +1
Yes, I
weapon,
do.
right? The spear?
Yeah. He drops the
Gonna
+1 dagger.
use this dagger for the rest of the fight. Thank you.
You'll have to approach
Walk
Nia
over,
and end your
pick it
turn
up.
next to her if you don't have any more movement. Anything else in your turn?
Nope, that's my turn. I'm just reloading roll 20 because it keeps bugging out on me.
Fair enough. You see the golem you just tried to shake with your psychic blade lift off its platform and step onto the gold, crushing it beneath its sheer weight. It brings out a hand toward Winston, and you see Winston, your armor begins to glow this yellow, then orange, and bright red upon you as it casts heat metal.
Oh my god.
You take 16 fire damage, Winston. And the rune upon its chest within this orb glows as the spell takes shape, and at the same time you can see the same rune matching one on the pillar over here illuminated into full view now.
Oh, he has to receive a DC 17 con save. Or throw
And drop
or
it.
drop an object. Oh,
It's his armor.
okay. Man, I don't know how you get a plate pass.
With that being said, it steps forth off the pedestal 5 feet and then approaches you aggressively and ends its turn there. Right.
Riot seeing this. God, I have fucking nothing. I really have nothing. I guess Riot will cast Moonbeam on this creature. And that... And then he will take 2... I'll do that at level 3, actually. So that'll be 3d10.
Constitution saving throw on my guy?
Yes.
15.
You fail.
Taking a total of
21 damage.
what kind? Radiant?
Radiant.
You see the radiant energy burn away at the stone, sort of shearing through the magic to animate it as it takes the full effect of the magic there.
And Riot is then going to move 10, 15, 20, 30. He's just going to hide behind that right now.
It manages to hold onto the spell it's casting upon Winston.
Damn. That's all I will do for this turn.
Winston, your armor is on fire, scourging you, baking you within it.
This shall be a story I tell. I'm not even bothering to take it off. I'm just gonna endure.
It would take 10 minutes if you try.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I'm gonna take 2 swings at the guy in front of me.
With your magic blade, you try to lacerate through stone, the first one gleaming off, sending a streak through the stone. You are taking chunks off, but nothing sent reeling. You first strike misses, quote unquote.
Try it without 22 to hit.
Hits.
11 magic damage, slashing.
It rolls to maintain concentration. succeeding.
Okay. That's my actions. So with that, I'll say, were we not blessed, Julian? Did that storm giant not bless you with something for these creatures?
Yes, I do have something.
What's the plan, Julia? You're tactical here. Think of a plan. And with that, he's just gonna try and hold this one at bay.
Fair enough. Julian, you can feel something moving. I don't know where you put those coins, whether they're in the grip, still in the grip of your fist or somewhere in your back, but you can feel the coins themselves animated into motion, and they begin to fly and swarm around you, occupying your space.
Greed got
What
you.
the fuck are these things?
Attracted to the light above your head, this swarm slams against you, lacerating you all throughout. Can I get a barrage going? Yes, I can. 19 to hit against you.
Does not hit.
Okay. You are swarmed by this treasure trove animated. Like so. Oh, they're just going one after another.
Repeat that?
What's
doing it?
they're occupying your space. There's a swarm around you.
Okay.
You are absolutely deafened by the clatter of these coins. Cannot hear anything but the jingling of coins. It is everything you have ever wanted. Alrighty then, we have.
Everything I've ever wanted.
You can feel the ground shake beneath you, but you see none of the other golems have stepped onto the floor yet. Yet the ground shakes. And then, after that, the golem of yonder steps forth off the pedestal and moves toward the grapple hook rope, extends out its palms, and upon its palms are two gemstones, green in color, that have this two channels carved up the arm toward the chest, from which they draw forth energy, and then you see a cone of gas sprout forth at the lot of you. Can I get, I believe that will hit everybody. Yes, can I get the entire party except Riot? Please roll me, I believe it's Constitution. Let me check. As this poison gas spreads forth, obscuring all in the area that I'll draw. It is a DC 17 Constitution saving throw, please.
I don't think I can help with it.
Woof.
How do you guys draw
Listen to aura.
if you're within 10 feet? How do you guys draw the fucking banger AoE?
Oh, I don't have that anymore.
I just saw. Yeah, I had it. That's fine. I'll draw something. 5,
So this is
10.
Crashing, like I tried to turn it on because I wanted to use that, and it crashed my game after like 30 seconds.
This is poison.
The golem creates a 20-foot radius of yellow nauseating gas centered on a point within range. The cloud spreads around corners and the area is heavily obscured. It lingers in the air for the duration. Each creature is completely within the cloud at the start of its turn. Against poison. Yes, it's poison.
All right, so I have advantage. I got the belt.
Nice.
Whoa.
There we go. That is poison gas. Those of you who did not see this DC 17 Constitution saving throw against this poison, you spend your action at the beginning of your turn retching and reeling. Alrighty then, that is one Guardian, and then the last one, I believe, is the one to the north. Steps off its pedestal, approaches. That is 25. You see the rune to the north illuminate in sequence with the golem as it lifts up its arms, and you see a familiar rippling of the air as it sends forth a temporal shift and will attempt to slow targets in front of it.
Oh wait.
Stop.
Julia, try to reroll your saving throw. For some reason, I thought the coins were blinding me. I'm deafened. I can't hear.
Deafened.
Yeah. Well,
2. Or
Oh,
you're
it's
not in the
it's
aura.
it's within
You're
10
not in the
feet, so
aura.
I cannot slow anybody. Okay, fair enough. It extends out. No, it's just gonna dash forth. It's too far away from everybody. It's gonna dash toward Julia and end its turn here. With that being said, Nia, it is your turn.
It's my turn. Tom, do you mind turning up the opacity of the crit lines? I'm
On it.
sorry I break your immersion every time, but it really helps.
It does help.
Is this visible enough?
Yeah.
I can't see them.
Cannot. I'll turn them up. I can't hear, but I'll turn them up to like max. There we go.
Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Cool. Okay. Naya is going to use her initiative. She's gonna step behind Winston. And she's going to cast Shatter on this point right here. It has a 10-foot radius, so it'll hit both the statue as well as this pillar. And that is a Constitution saving throw.
Takes half.
A bunch of the damage though, because that it is made of
Organic, yeah. So he takes the full 7 damage, and then the other one takes 14. The pillar maintains itself, but you can definitely tell that it is now sort of askew as you've blown chunks out of it. It is like half damaged. The rune remains glowing upon it.
Jerk.
It should say 14. Whatever.
Is it-
Anyway, that matters not. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh, go ahead.
What's up?
The rune, does it look like a pressure plate, or is it just like a rune on a pedestal? It's just like painted.
There's a platform of stone, like a pedestal as you would call it, and it's carved
Yeah.
on top of it. Yes.
Okay, never mind then.
There's almost like a cave in toward the center of it, as if it's meant to be holding something orb-like.
Maybe once we break these golems, we can put their gems in these bowls. Haven't long rested. She's pretty short on ability. Yeah, that's gonna be. She's gonna be taking kind of like a spot behind Winston here.
Top of the round, Julie Gillia.
I'm going to this poison cloud is that like obstruction of like a view or anything? Or
Yes,
is it
it's
like...
very heavily obscuring. Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to bonus action disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20.
I believe you cannot take actions. You can only use your movement. Let me check that again.
It's a bonus action. I'm a rogue. So I'm gonna move there, and then my attack would just be retching as I'm going through and everything, and trying to move through the smoke and take cover behind the pillar. Then looking around, trying to gain my composure and hoping I'm not gonna die here today. That'll probably be the end of my turn. I'm out of resources, action move points. But yeah, that's it.
Passing it over to Julian. Julian, you're also rushing, I believe.
No, I passed the save.
Nice.
Am I able to walk outside of this coin thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Just
going
like any
to...
other creature, but it just occupies your space.
bonus action disengage. If my token would be.
I can move your token for you if you're having trouble.
Yes, please. Do that.
Where are you moving to?
I'm gonna move to here.
No problem. And do what? Just any bonus actions? Oh yeah, disengage.
And then I bonus action disengage, and then I'm gonna use my action to lightning bolt through the 2 golems.
Go for it. You channel forth the blessing, the 2 giant runes upon you crackle. Go ahead. Do you know how to make that roll? Do you want me to make it for you?
I got it.
Cool. Thank you for adding to your spell.
For the one that I cast Hex on, does this still deal the necrotic damage to it? Wait, this isn't sneak.
Does Eldritch Blast deal damage with Hex?
Yes.
Then this
think
does as
so.
well, I believe.
This shouldn't add the sneak damage though.
Okay. You figure it out as I roll my dexterity saving throws. These are large creatures, they're not very dexterous. Dodge out of the way. Nonetheless, the first one manages to absorb most of it, taking the brunt of it, and then like your lightning arcs and just headshots the one to the far end of it, as it then arcs toward the conductive stone throughout. And as it does so, you can see the lightning then reverberate throughout the stone and then sort of ground itself toward the very dome of the crystals above and spark before diffusing altogether. This is, after all, a blue dragon's lair. What's the damage there then? 29?
It's 30 damage total. Oh, well, for the first one, it would be 30 damage halved. And then the second one is 29.
Did you roll your hex damage?
That's what he did, yeah, I believe so.
Oh.
So we have then 15 for concentration check to try and maintain. No, you managed to shock it out of concentrating on heat metal. That drops.
Nice.
Kill my hero.
And,
Save me from glowing gems and burnt metal.
that is my turn.
Okay. It attempts to clasp at its chest, attempting to recharge that same spell. But it's just here a sizzle as your lightning discombobulates it for a moment. Then it rolls me it does not breathe. It doesn't even need to roll against Stinging Cloud. It is going to go ahead and attempt to grab Winston. 28 grab. You are crushed, Winston, for 13 bludgeoning damage. And then flung for the second time this session. 60.
Everybody throwing me.
You are flung toward Riot.
Can't see me though. Did he actually hit me?
Well, you haven't moved since last time, and it's your last location. So, if you move
Oh,
since
I'm
then,
behind
it
the pillar. I thought.
Hmm?
I'm behind this pillar. I didn't think he saw.
Oh, those pillars,
No.
like maybe they're not like 50 feet up. They're not like floor to ceiling.
Oh, okay.
They're just pouches.
They're at your chest height for you to sort of
Oh,
like
okay.
put something down upon them.
I thought
These
they were
these
taller.
creatures are like 15 feet tall. Nonetheless, it was how many feet of travel? 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 feet. 2d6. You take 4 bludgeoning damage, the two of you.
Sure.
Uh,
Oh, I'm calling.
Riot, roll me a DC 17 dexterity saving throw, trying to maintain your foothold as the paladin is being
Okay.
tossed.
5.
You both fall prone. That is the end of its turn, as it then turns its attention toward escaping out of your beam of light there, and stepping in front of
Wouldn't
Julian.
it take damage? from by being in it?
I believe it takes damage if it ends its turn. Remind me by posting spell in the chat, please.
Wow. I was just waiting for that. I just wanted you to finish your turn.
Start its turn there.
Yeah, it starts its turn.
Roll damage.
3d10. 19.
Okay, halved. Fair enough. It does take damage as it then lunges toward Julian with one fist unclenching. Riot, you are prone on the ground. You took some damage. You're still concentrating on the spell, so go ahead, roll me a Constitution saving throw to.
Already did.
Okay, cool.
21.
Nice.
Riot's going to stand up, and then he's going to move the spell back onto him as his action, and going to run 5, 10, 15 over there.
Anything else in your turn?
Nope, that's all he's doing.
Sir Winston.
Saving his mana. Would he take more damage from me moving it on him? I reread that. It feels save.
It just took damage on his turn, and then you moved it on top of him. So,
But now it's my turn though, and then I moved on to him.
if it starts
again.
its turn within the sphere, it will take damage, which it will probably, unless it gets pushed out.
All right, I just want to double check that.
So, Sir Winston, your turn.
I am going to half movement, stand up, right?
Unless you have
Stand
the athletic athlete feat. I don't know. Did you pick that up as a feat?
No, I'll use
Okay.
half movement. I got so much movement. I got movement for days. And then I'm going to run, trying to figure out exactly where. Is this a gas cloud still here?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't want to be in that.
You can see the if you were to step out of the obscurement, you would all see the glow upon the chest of the golem concentrating upon a spell.
Well, I want to do something interesting here. I want to run. The map keeps jumping around on me.
Sorry.
I want to run here and here, kind of a straight line at this blue one, and I want to. What I'm trying to do is just get as much momentum as I can, and I want to try and push this thing into the other one.
So that'll be your athletics contested by its.
Yes.
Go ahead. $23. This you're supposed to be beating here.
Bonus action. So I want to. Yeah, screw it. I won't use that. All right, athletics.
Attempt
It's
as
14.
you might, you push it back merely at 5 feet.
Okay. That's pretty much what I spent my action doing. That's it for me.
Okay. And Great Swarm will pursue the closest targets, assaulting Nia in the heavy obscuring gas. $21 to hit against Nia. If that hits, that 8 bludgeoning damage as the coin barrages you from all sides. You are then deafened, as well as blinded.
How am I blinded?
Because you're in the heavily obscuring gas. I can post it again. Okay, with that being said, that is... Which Vault Guardian is this one? The ground quakes once more, but you see none of the golems move just yet, and yet it reverberates throughout the chambers. As you hear from the south, echoing through the chamber that you came in, the sound of smashing rock. We then have the other 2 golems animated into motion, stepping forth. The one that's still holding concentration on the gas cloud is going to go ahead and step toward Sir Winston. 25 movement. This is going to be an attempt to grab, squeeze once more for a 24. 20 bludgeoning damage as you are flung once more.
20. Good God.
Yeah.
Bloody as shit.
Big old gun. As you are flung the full 60 feet. Oh. Impacting against this wall of yonder. Landing prone and taking 10 additional bludgeoning damage from the impact. As it's 2 attacks, as it ends its turn there.
I'm super bloody.
Some fights are not meant to be won. Some treasures are meant to be claimed and better lived, but the call is yours. You've defeated a dragon. You've surprised me before. This one, Golem. Cannot see any targets, therefore it's going to roll d4 here, trying to make a judgment call. It's going to go stumbling south. And it's using its movement to shove its fellow ally out of the moonbeam. Struggling to do so, unable to fully shove it out of the way of the moonbeam because it is not, cannot throw as easily an entity its size. It only moves at 5 feet, as we have Nia's turn.
Nia, having recalled that Riot and Julia were to the north of her, will move in that direction. And from here, she can see that a very, very bloodied Winston all the way up here, struggling. And with limited healing at her disposal, she has seen the benefits of becoming a large creature and holds out her hand towards Winston and cast polymorph.
What are you polymorphing him into?
Preferred large animal, Winston.
It's your call.
Let's just go with giant ape. That seemed to work fairly well last time.
Okay, you begin, Winston, to feel the change coming. Do you resist it?
No. Seeing that Naya is doing something, I would trust her.
I'll give you control of the giant ape token.
Can't wait to immediately pick up Riot and throw him.
Hey, Ryan, you know, you're gonna realize how stupid you feel when you're an ape. You have like a moment realization of what you're doing.
I basically just gave Winston 150 temporary HP.
Yep.
I'm not complaining.
Okay, that's her movement and her action, so she kind of like, now that she's beside Julia, she's just like, Julia, I think we need to get out of here.
Anthony, do you have vision through the token I gave you?
No, everything's dark.
One moment. Let me fix that. What about now?
Yep,
Cool.
I can see.
You hulk out, immediately enlarging into the giant ape form. Nia, just in retrospect, as you stepped away from the swarm, it did opportunity attack for I believe it was a 21 to hit.
21.
For 12 bludgeoning damage, but that happened before you cast the spell. Anything else on your turn then? I'm going to take it as a no. Julia Gulia, you take a look around just passively with your perception. There are 3 things you note. First, this fight is going south real fast. You can always take chances like you did with the dragon. But There is treasure to pick up. You can call your losses and pocket what you can and flee. That is an option. With your innate ranger senses, you can pick up that there's more threats coming. Those reverberations throughout the stone chamber, that shaking beneath your feet, there's perhaps another golem coming. So,
Yeah, we haven't seen the one of evocation yet. And that's troublesome. Honey, if you're looking to get out of here, you got the power to fly, he's got the power to turn into a bird. You guys better do something or we're all gonna get fried. And then... just gonna take... I don't know. I see a rune of, what was it, conjuration magic. And so I'm gonna go ahead and cast a spell. Where is it? Entangle. And I'm gonna put it under this one here. And that's a 20-foot square. But
want me to draw it?
yeah.
Sure thing.
Yeah, just place them in the middle as best as you can, I guess.
I am. And make it a nice bright brown color for Entangle. Brighter. Grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground. For the duration, these plants turn the ground into difficult terrain. Creatures in the area when you cast a spell must succeed a strength saving throw. You got it. Strength is their strength, but unless they're hexed. That is an 11 nonetheless, so really low. Not sure what you save to see is. Yeah. What is it?
My spell save DC is 0. Ooh, wait a minute.
It's 8 plus your proficiency plus your...
8, 9, 11.
Your wisdom
It's
is your spell
14.
check.
14? Cool. It fails. Becoming entangled by the plants.
Fuck.
Restraining
It doesn't
it.
even show up on my,
It's fine. We'll just do numbers in our head. It is restrained.
So, that's restrain, that was my action, but seeing that conjuration magic was used, does it light up that rune to the left or anything? Like, does the magic need to be used or activated?
You notice the rune lighting up along with a heart in its chest whenever it is still concentrating on that gas cloud.
But I'm talking about this rune over here, on this, because I used a conjuration spell, and does it need... Like, when you use the conjuration magic, does this, like, you know, light up or anything?
It doesn't light up any brighter than it was already lit up.
Okay. I didn't know something, like, had to be done in a certain way or something. I'm looking at you two. You guys got an idea to get out of here, or we're fucked. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm gonna move, yeah, here, up to my grapple, and then I'm gonna bonus action dash my way up.
You have climbing speed?
Not a climbing speed, no.
Okay, consider like every 2 feet of movement is giving you 1 foot of movement vertically up the rope, but you may manage to like dash up the rope like 15 feet or so.
I have a movement of 35 feet.
Cool. So that's like I'm gonna give you 20 just to be nice. You're 20 feet off the ground.
Okay.
And I will note that, just so I know.
Tom, will you fix
Sup?
my turn order for the giant ape?
Yeah, no problem. Winston was 16, Giant Ape,
Yeah.
will roll initiative and match it.
I already did. I went ahead and I adjusted everything.
There you
Thank
go.
you. Cool beans.
Alright, you're climbing up the rope. That was your action cast spell, bonus action dash. Julian.
That's fine. Yep.
All right, let's get out of here, guys. I'm gonna bonus action disengage. Move right here. 10,
You're stepping into
15.
a spell that will damage you.
Yeah, you walk through with one of my spells.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Would you
I'll
like
make
to
the concert.
take the long way around? You'll take it? Okay. Constitution saving throw.
No, just make the concert. Fuck it. I'll survive it.
I
My
think
spells aren't
you
that
also
strong.
have something like a roguish dodge or something that will half it.
That's only if
I
it's
don't
dex
have
and
Wizard's
strong.
Aura.
Fair enough.
You take 9 damage. If you
I
fail
take
it.
4 damage.
There you go.
Yeah.
I rolled badly for you.
Thank you. That
You
was
Mhm.
15 to move it? 5, 10, 15, no, 20. Token, if you would roll 20, if you would let me move my token, please. Thank you.
Like this.
I'm just trying to keep moving to the left, basically.
That was 20 feet more.
Thank you. From here, can I grab more gold with my action?
You can grab gold, or you can try to investigate beneath it. Up to you.
I'll try to investigate beneath it.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check. That'll be your action for the turn. Ooh. Okay. Roll me a d3.
3.
You find what looks to be like a red cape lined with gold.
I grab it. Pick it
Okay. You
up. Wrapping it.
have some experience with chemicals. You have some experience with mixing poisons, with dealing with different chemical kits throughout your trade. This cape just reeks, for some reason, of like sulfur.
Oh,
Oh,
that's weird.
don't light any matches.
Does it seem safe to pick up, to touch?
Well, you're already touching it, and you're waiting for the lingering tingling sensation of like your hands combusting on fire. But no, it's just cloth. It's
Alright.
high quality cloth.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, it looks like this.
Oh, damn.
Just a brimstone, faint sulfuric smell to it. That's your bonus action movement action. All right.
Yep.
With the Vault Guardian, you just disengaged from, still hexed in the blinding cloud. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a Constitution saving throw. Should have been ruling this all along, but you know, better late than never.
Jesus Christ, they have magic
6
resist.
damage.
Yeah, it's not like you guys. 6 damage. These guardians have stood here for a long time. Ancient they are, and ancient they will be. Undefeated. 15, 20, 25, 30. Threatening Nia. It is going to go ahead and touch its chest, attempting to recharge the plate. You can see a few sparks between its hands as no charge illuminates the gemstone. For a moment, there is a flare up, an orange flare from within the gas, like a thunderous lightning within a thundercloud, and then it ebbs away. Unable to recharge, it will go ahead and simply reach for a grab. 20 against Nia. For 15 bludgeoning damage. 1-5. And then it just yeets you toward the giant ape. You fly 10, 20, 30 feet. I'll say ending here in a collision. Receiving an additional 3d6 bludgeoning damage upon impact. As well as the giant ape, receiving 11 bludgeoning damage on impact. You get prone, Nia, and then giant ape. I'm gonna say because of your sheer size, that's not gonna be enough to. That projectile is not gonna be enough to prone you. But you do take the damage. That is gonna be it for its turn, as we have Riot take his turn.
Right, it's gonna bolt. He's gonna use his feline reflexes and go 5, 10, 15, 20. He's gonna investigate for items.
What do I
20?
have to roll for my concentration?
Because you took damage.
I rolled 20 for investigation, Tom.
Just roll a 20?
You roll a Constitution saving throw. Sorry, right, I should have handled this on her turn, but
No worries.
you managed to, I believe, yes.
Do I still get my +2 from Riot even though he's or from Winston even though he's in 8 form now?
Weirdly enough, you don't. In ape form, he no longer benefits from his own stat block. He's giant ape, and only benefits from the traits of a giant ape. That is what polymorph does.
I took 15, so I'm still okay.
Unless we ever role play a giant ape taking an oath of glory, which would be interesting.
I only took 15 damage on the first try, so on the first damage, so I've maintained my concentration.
Yes, you maintain your concentration, and then, right, you roll the 20 to investigate the treasure. Roll me a d2, a coin flip.
Oh, shit, I can't roll a d2.
Let me roll it for you then. Coin flipping.
2.
You find a potion bottle. It is transparent, save for a very intricate brass work that sort of culminates toward the neck of the bottle and the head of it. The head, quite literally, shaped like a brass dragon with its mouth agape. Through the agape mouth, you can like sort of sip this potion. Should you like press on the head and it will like open the mouth even bigger? Like what do you call those candies with the heads? The peps, yeah. Like one of those, like that sort of design, like a dragon head potion of what you recognize to be dragon's breath,
Oh, cool.
but a brass dragon's breath.
Where are you guys going?
We're looting and running around the room.
Getting flung. Like,
And
flung.
then I will move another, so I move 20 feet there. I have another 40 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Okay.
He's just hiding for now.
Do you have an action left? No, you don't, because you just searched.
No, he doesn't. He's just hiding around the corner so people don't see him. He's going to go for more treasure next.
Remaining out of vision, we have the giant ape's turn.
Okay.
You see
Everybody-
Maya dripping beside you, by the way.
Yum.
Dripping with blood.
Right.
All right. All right.
Are we still doing
this-
phrasing? Yeah. Anyway, giant ape.
Oh, I'm not really sure what I can do to help you. Everybody ran. I can't. I'm guessing that the token is giving me my full vision.
Yes, unlike half orcs, giant apes rely on their normal vision. Yes.
Okay. So I can't see the rope or people climbing it. This kind
But you know where it's at. If you haven't lost your memory.
Do I see anybody climbing up it?
Yeah, I'm gonna say
I'm
that
guessing no.
because of the light of the braziers throughout. Let me check your vision real quick.
Because I'm thinking high above. The
I'm just thinking it's a hole toward the outside. Oh, it's nighttime.
Right.
That's why there's no light. So there's like not even like a moon to illuminate. No, the gloom stalker is in the shadows, climbing the rope.
All right. Well, I have no idea if people are climbing the rope. Then
You also have an intelligence of 7 right now.
He'll figure it out. What's he doing in return?
Here we go. I'm just gonna, I guess, be enraged that they're hurting my friend. I'm gonna run. What's my movement? 40. This direction. See what I see. Oh, I can't see anything. It's not illuminating.
Yes.
In the middle. Is that intent? Purposely?
Yes, because you have the light sources toward the edges of this chamber, and you have the darkness toward the center of it, because that's where sunlight will usually shine, where you're not assaulting this place at night.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just because I had moved my token there, but it's literally because I'm an ape in the dark for
Right.
some reason. All right, then.
Where did our drift globe go?
Nia's
That's the
pocket.
case. Then I'm going to change that. I'm just going to pick up Nia. I'm going to run this way.
Sure. Nia in one hand and Bardette in the other.
Oh, yeah. Whatever happened to her?
I'm holding
You're
her.
the carrier.
Great. That's my movement.
Maria does not.
I assume an action or something to pick these bodies up,
Yes.
carry them over here. All right, that's what I do. That's it for me. I can't do anything else.
That's your opinion. Swarm. Yeah.
What an action?
I'm gonna say
movement.
that's my least. Yeah, fair enough.
They don't have bonus actions. I literally can't do anything else. I could have done something different, but I'm out of actions and movements.
The swarm of gold coins having blind sense follows Julian's wake as you step across the cold treasure cold. It's gonna go ahead and attack you for. You just see like a barrage of coins just trail you for an attempt to hit, clinking, pinging off your bracelets, the leather armor you're wearing, and then you dodge the rest, not doing much, just chasing you till the end of your times. All right, that is gonna be it for the greed swarm. We have
Blink,
the
blink, blink.
ground shaking as this is difficult terrain for me. Finally, the last of the golems burst through, barely, into the room from this side of the chamber. You can see one of its arms is a normal, like, grappling arm that you saw made of stone, and the other one ends in a nub, but there are 7 swiveling gemstones, sort of like a arcane Gatling gun that just kind of revs up and points in your direction, but doesn't fire yet since it's revving up and charging up. Then we have...
Arcane Gatling.
You see, Julian, the pillar right next to you over here begins to light up with power. The guardian over yonder is going to go ahead and waste its entire action trying to get out of that restraint. Strength check against your 14 there. Okay, it wasted its entire action just breaking out of those vines. It's going to difficult terrain, charge. Unable to reach the ranger anymore. It's not tall enough. It will just end its turn right next to Julian over here. The last Vault Guardian is going to go ahead and charge in Julian's wake as it makes it over here. Julian, against you, I have a grab attempt against your AC of 28 or some bullshit. A natural 20.
Well, shit. Yeah, that'll hit
second.
me.
I'm back. For a crushing grab of 21 plus 15 for 36 karma damage.
I'm gonna. Did you say karma?
And I'm just gonna yeet. Yeah, go for it. You're gonna what?
I'm gonna uncanny dodge to half the damage. At 18.
Isn't that can't dodge against traps and stuff and AoE effects?
Going for dexterity save.
Nope. Wait, no.
Yes. Can you post it in chat and we'll solve that?
You can use your reaction to half the attack's damage against you.
Oh, uncanny dodge. I was thinking about something else there. Okay, fair enough. And
I think it would be.
yeet you in this direction up to 60 feet. So it's gonna be all the way over under here for additional 5d6.
Can he really yeet him through another golem, though?
I can do what I want. 18 bludgeoning damage. Could have yeeted him into Julia Gulia's vines, but I'm feeling merciful. This is mercy. He can just uncanny that dodge out of there. That is going to be the end of its turn. It is going to then attempt to recharge unsuccessfully. Nia, you are at the northern end of this chamber and in the hands of your giant ape guardian. What do you do?
Naya will open her bag of holding, and the drift globe will float out of it. re-illuminating the space. It's already activated, so it's good for 4 hours, and it was already floating. And then she will use. She's going to use Cure Wounds on herself.
Object interacting action, you still have your movement, you still have your bonus action. Unless Cure Wounds is the bonus action one, I can never remember.
No, it's action. It's Healing Word is bonus action.
Yeah, that's the one. In that case, any bonus action on your turn?
Doesn't have very many bonus actions. She literally only has Bardic Inspiration, which she only has 1 left, and
Anything else in your turn?
No.
Okay. Julia, you find yourself veiled by the night, up on your rope like Spider-Man, out of reach of these golems. What do you do?
I'm going to move all the way to the top, bonus action dash. That'll get me to the top.
That's good, yeah.
And then I am going to take an arrow and try to use my, what's it called? Tinderbox. Try to wrap like a little piece of cloth or just something on it, like really fast if I'm allowed to.
Mm-hmm.
And then just try to send a signal into the air with a fire arrow. For the ship.
So you wrap an accelerant around your arrow, you ignite it with your tinderbox, and you make a flaming arrow, and you send it up as a signal. You can actually see the glow of the broomstone coming through the storm ship. The ship is maybe 100 feet away from your position currently, so it's pretty close.
Oh, well, if it's that close, then no.
Okay.
If it's that close, I'm going to signal them, arms waving, and be like, you get those fucking cannons ready and you point them straight down this hole.
Interesting.
Hold on.
Rule.
Well, hey, no.
Hold on.
You fucked up. You fucked up hard, so this is the outcome.
How do we get out of here if they're pointing the cannons at our exit?
They can't
We're
fly!
not-
Why are you doing this to us?
You guys
Nick-
better hurry up. We
Nick-
had a whole round to fly.
Nick, roll me 2 d20s.
I want them to have line of sight, but like if they have to like open this hole up to make it easier to fly out, then that's what I want too.
I can't fly! Fly's a concentration spell, and so is polymorph!
And just so I'm understanding in your meaning, you want them to fire on your position, like on the hole.
Yeah, like wherever these golems are, like right underneath me, like bring it down on them. I'm gonna move, like out of the way.
Okay.
It's still going to be kind of
I'm
in
not-
the firing range.
Julia, get out of the way!
This
Julie's about to find a new party to adventure with because she just collapsed the entire thing on us.
No, she's just gonna shoot right here.
fair enough.
Is that what's just gonna happen?
Fair enough. That little circle I just drew, that is the circumference of the hole that
Okay.
you just climbed through.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
if I'm up. Oh, okay, it's right there. My bad.
yeah, and just to give you, since you are on a surface, I'll put you across to the other map for immersion's sake, just to give you a scale of where you're at. You are outside. It is nighttime, but you're here, and the ship is over there.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I use
Oh, hi,
my?
Sorry.
It's his
Wait,
turn,
I was gonna
guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I use my action to like hold the action to give the command to fire?
Sure. Yeah, because you didn't really.
Okay.
You only used your movement, and then you communicated. So yeah.
Okay, then I'll hold the action then.
Sounds.
You guys got
good.
10 seconds to get out of there.
Julian.
Hey.
Run!
You're over here. You see the blunt end of the right arm swivel towards you. The 7 gems revolving like a Gatling gun toward your face. There. What do you do?
Well, I need to reload roll 20 again.
Okay.
While it's reloading, I'm gonna use my action to cast invisibility on myself.
Using the jewel for prayers?
Yep.
Veiled, as I was once, you, for a split moment, those of you who look toward Julian can see his entire form become
None of us can see him.
encased in this like red gemstone stuff, and then when it shatters away into the ether, his form is gone.
Alright. Now,
I want to run towards those.
how high up did Julia climb to get to the opening?
50 feet. 50.
Oh, 50 feet. 5. And 15. 25. Token, if you would move, please. There we go. 35. 40. Gonna bonus action dash and start climbing up.
You make it 20 feet up the rope.
Great.
That is your movement. That is your bonus action. Anything with your action?
My action was turning invisible.
To turn invisible. You're right.
Yep.
Alrighty then. I just can't recharge my abilities to heat metal. Fair enough. The golem.
Are you trying to heat metal?
Well, I'm trying to recharge my abilities for on a 5 or 6, but I was not able to do that once. For your favor, so. Because it'll be overpowered if it was an innate ability. Alrighty then. This golem over here is going to go ahead and charge toward north and end its movement here, facing off the giant ape. Then we have Riot.
Oh, fuck's sake. Was not expecting him to end in front of me. That sucks.
Wasn't expecting to what?
Have the ape end in front of him.
The ape is large enough for you to move under his feet.
No, like, but I'll get an opportunity attack from the golem. Like, I wasn't thinking the golem was going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Riot's going to pull out the bag of holding and just scoop up all the gold at his feet.
Just gold, or are you scooping up looking for items?
Well, I'm kind of like shoveling everything, so maybe getting an item in gold, so like maybe half gold and whatever item might be underneath kind of thing.
You're picking a decision between focusing on gold or trying to push the gold away to look for something bigger.
I'll look for an item, fuck it.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
There's no way to get out without 8, fuck.
8?
Yeah.
You find something heavy and large, pick it up, and it's a smooth ingot, kind of like grayish green in color, the color of like orc skin, and probably as tough. You recognize this as adamantine. It is refined mithril, super rare, and you have 1 ingot in your possession. You would know that a skilled blacksmith would probably be able to refine this much adamantine to like coat a shield or like a sword or like an axe, a weapon, to essentially give it the properties of adamantine. Really, really great for shattering objects like rock, steel, and stuff. Would probably help you if you had a weapon like this against these creatures here or the rock wall behind you or something like that. But should you survive this, it's pretty expensive metal. So go ahead and add that to your inventory.
Adamantium ore.
It says an ingot. It's already refined.
Ingot. Okay, got it. What's right gonna do? Got no bonus actions that are useful. Riot's just gonna make himself look small. He's just. God damn it! Yeah, Riot's just going.
You do a kobold. All right.
Yeah, he basically goes a kobold. He doesn't know what to do right now.
We have Sir Winston. Never have you felt so strong. What do you do on your turn?
Never felt. Okay, so like Hulk here, I'm gonna look down at Riot and be like, coward, and then I'm gonna push this guy back. I want to get him away from my teammates. So I'm trying to push him out of there.
Your strength is on par with each other. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check, which is going to be your strength. D20 plus 6.
Oh my god.
I'll give you advantage on that.
I'll take it.
Your athletics is actually plus 9, so 25 meets and beats.
Take it. Take whatever
You
I
push
get.
this creature up to 60 feet away from you. Your choice.
Perfect. I want to push him as far as I can into this pillar. I want to like push him into it hard.
Fair enough. You fling him toward the pillar, aiming toward it. It will take a total of... Was 50, how much movement was that from you? God, give it 5, 6, 12s. These are large creatures to probably do double damage when they land. You destroy a pillar, and as it cracks, you feel the magic reverberate throughout the room in this thunderous temporal shift. It's sort of like a heat wave reverberating outwards, and you can, those of you who look at the golem to the south, you can see that its heart, the gem, just dims, and the runes slink away, and the entire golem just sort of becomes inactive, just slumps forward.
We can do this, boys. We can do this.
So my initial thought was good, and then I doubted myself. Can we take
Yeah, there we go. And then just feeling the success of that might, just kind of gorilla silverback style, just pounds chest. And that's my turn.
It is not. If you read your giant ape ability, you have multi-attack. One of those attacks was your throw. You can still use your second fist if you want.
I will take it. I will take it.
You want to hit it with your fist? Nice.
Yeah.
24 does hit. For a total of?
You can do a lot of damage with a fist punch.
You sure do.
How do I roll?
You click on what's... see where it says attack? Just click on that.
I got it.
Cool.
I was trying to kick the sheet.
This entity is still protected magically. It still has some wards on upon it, but you sure do shear away stone with your punch. It is looking the equivalent of bloodied at this point.
There we go. There we go, everyone.
Come back down the hole. We can do this.
Feed off that. That's my turn.
Okay. The great swarm gathers. Growing in size and in might. As other valuables join its mass, you can see swirling between the coins, Julian and Julia Gulia. Your guys are close enough. Looking past the cloud, you can see the glint of something within the swarm. Go ahead and roll me perception checks, both of you. Julia Gulia, it seems something glass-like, a glass object, perhaps a flask, but you're not sure of what. And I'm just waiting to see if Julian could glimpse it.
Opening my character sheet, got it open, about to click it. Perception.
Still invisible, you glance over. You guys glance some sort of a reddish potion, maybe like a potion of healing. You're not sure. Swirling within the gold swarm. It is then going to go ahead and fly up. It can't dash, so it is 40 feet off the ground. Oh. It cannot see Julian, so it cannot engulf him. So it's giving chase to Julia Gulia. It is about 10 feet from the opening of this dome, okay? 40 feet up.
I had a heart attack for a second.
Well, you're invisible, so it cannot even target you. Then we have the Swivel Gun Guardian. Yes, up.
Well, excuse me. It's dark outside, like it's
Night.
okay. I would be invisible then if it relies on vision.
Oh,
Ooh.
you have a double point there, actually. Let me check something. What are its senses? It might not even be able to... No, you're invisible to it. It only has blind sight to a certain range, and you have become invisible as you climbed up. So it is simply going to gather up and use its speed to end its turn here. Good call. Fair enough. Then we have the Gatling Gun Guardian is going to go ahead and step 30 feet in this direction. You are both invisible, so it's going to focus on the ape. Ape, you take... As the Gatling gun wand swivels. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Now let me total. Should have done a marker for this, but it's fine. 3, 3, 2, 4, 4, 4. You take 24 force damage as just toward you. Like this is like magic missiles collide with your ape form, and then the swivel gun. Crystals slow down, cool down as it attempts to rearm it. That's gonna be it for its turn. You guys are lucky. You, Winston. So to gain a total of 24 force damage, this entity here is gonna go ahead and drop its glass cloud to reveal the map for itself better. The one with the glowing green symbol attempts to recharge the glass cloud, unsuccessful, and is going to go ahead and give up chase on Julian, unable to spot him, and proceed toward the biggest, baddest thing in the room, the gorilla in our midst, ending his turn there. Last Guardian here from the south is going to go to do the same. Actually, can't, because you destroyed its pillar. It is still stunned. It is stunned for its entire turn. Nia. It is you on deck.
Nia is going to advance to this point. One more. And from there, she will concentrate on pillar and cast Shatter.
Go ahead and roll damage. It does not get a chance to dodge. You deal double damage. You destroy the pillar. You see the already cracking golem over here slumps forward as the glow, the red hot glow from his chest just ebbs away and it slumps forward, stunned.
And she will take a step back. She only had 5 movement left. That's it.
Julia Gulia, you're invisible in the dark. What do you do?
Yes, she's going to try to have someone lower down, like a little container of like gunpowder, or just like one of the little like cannonballs, or not cannonballs, but like, do they have anything like that would be like considered like a small explosive?
You did not pack any gunpowder with you when you first spotted here.
No, but do they?
No. They have their cannons though. And at this point the ship has sailed at its 90-foot speed, about 10 feet away from the hull. They're aligning the cannons down, but all they see is your silhouette. I'm gonna say they kept, and I knew you're friendly to see your silhouette in the dark, but that's about it. And the floor beneath, so.
Julian, are you on the grapple hook, or how are you getting up?
He's invisible.
Yes, I
You do feel like
rope.
movement on the rope, I suppose, yeah.
Okay, then, oh, whoops, I moved that by accident.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to help him, like, start bringing up the rope, to make him come up faster.
Yeah, cool. Julian's pretty light. I'm gonna go ahead and say that you help Julian up another, like, 20 feet up the rope.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's like,
And then,
the end of the rope is like 10 feet off the ground, off the mouth of the outside, is what I want to say. That makes sense.
okay. I don't really have any way of destroying pedestals or anything from seeing from just like the little tiny hole down below and the noise happening.
I'm gonna say you don't have like the angle because the hole bores straight down, right? And it's only 10 feet, so it's like a little awkward column.
Can
Yeah.
you use this one?
No, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't have the angle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm,
50 through stone, 10 feet wide. It's just the Pythagorean theorem is not there.
trying to think.
You get a sense,
Yeah.
just because I don't want to voice a lot of NPCs at the same time, you get a sense that they can fire on your command. You're still holding that action if you want. They can just start putting holes in the ceiling. It will collapse the cave in on itself. You are damaging the temple, but, you know, desperate times, desperate commands. Whatever you need.
Yeah, only hearing like the monkey jump around and everything. And with Julian's still hanging by the rope, so I won't give the
What if-
command yet.
Shattering explosion.
What?
You
You
would
heard-
have
there was a
heard
shatter.
my shattering explosion. You would have heard it.
Yeah, I heard that, but I can't see what's exactly going on. I don't know if you're hitting the constructs with it, because I know they're weak to it. But I'm not going to give the order yet, because Julian's still dangling on the rope.
Appreciate you.
So I'll hold command.
Okay, fair enough. Just in time, Julian, what are you doing in turn? You are 10 feet away from escape.
Climbing up the rest of the way.
Okay, you spend 20 movements of just getting to the surface.
Spend 20 movement getting to the surface. I'll get right beside Julia Gulia. I'll like grab her arm and say, "I'm here. Thank you."
The invisible entity grabs your arm. For the sake of you, Julian, as well, I'm just going to give you a visual of what you guys are looking for. If you guys are up here at the mouth of the cave and the ship, I'm going to say, is like lining up its cannons above you guys, so it's going to be like here.
Mhm.
Yeah, just to give you guys a visual. And then everybody's in their
I'm gonna-
stations. Yeah.
Sort of peek my head back inside. I should be able to see Winston, Riot, and Nia. Because even if they're in darkness, doesn't matter. I have 120 feet.
Well, that's what I
I'm
was...
not in darkness. My drift globe.
It's not even about darkness, Julian. Just bear with me here. If you're on top of this, right? You're looking down a 10-foot wide shaft that goes down 50 feet toward the ceiling, and then like... that goes down 50 feet toward the floor, right? So... And they're all the way on the north, so they're out of your vision there.
Oh, is there actually like a tunnel thing that we climbed up? I thought it was just like a flat ceiling with a hole in it. And
How about, for the sake of time, you tell me what you want to do, and I'll help you out here.
If I could see them, I was gonna establish a psionic connection with them, telepathy with them.
You can do that before you've climbed up, okay?
Sure, sounds good. With the three of them, I'll telepathically tell them, try to stay safe, stay away from the center of, stay away from the hole in the ceiling. We're gonna shoot cannons from the ship. And then I'll tell Julia Gulia that I've informed, three of them, that we're shooting, that they should follow our warnings.
The three of you below glimpse in your mind's eye a very brief vision of the entire skyship just kind of keeling to its sides, almost angling itself with the cannons pointing toward the hole, and then that vision sort of ebbs away.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I will sort of lean against one of the rock walls and just catch my breath. I am so tired. Julian was practically limping.
Against the giant ape, I have a grab attack as one of the golems. Oh, this one's disabled. Never mind. Scratch that. You just dazed it, so it doesn't get a turn. Right, it is yours.
Oh shit, it's my turn.
Mhm.
I got my feline ability back because I didn't move. 5, 10, 15, 25. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. That's going to hide behind there, and he's going to investigate again.
Go ahead and roll it.
Oh, fucking natural 1 for a 3.
You find Alexandrite. Alexandrite is a gemstone worth about 500 gold pieces on the market.
Cool.
But no magic item.
Hey.
Anything
Doing
else besides
something.
drink? Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna wait. 'Cause
Okay. We have Jane 8.
Okie dokie. I want to. This green guy, the green construct. I'm looking for something on it, an arm, maybe its head, or you mentioned that glowing jewel. I want to dismember it somehow. So I'm looking for the easiest thing to rip apart off of it.
As a DM, how would you rule that? In a game that does not have cold hits, how would you have me rule this?
I would say roll a d20 and anything above a 1 is an instant death of this thing.
You got it.
I have no idea. That's
You
why
want
I
to cast
asked
Wish
you.
while you're at it?
Yeah, I do actually. That's why I'm asking you. I'm not really sure how to go about it.
My opinion is in a
Grapple?
game that doesn't have called shots, like Julia Gullia cannot be like, I aim for his head and I aim for his eye socket, and if it hits, he dies. In a game that does not have called shots, it's very hard to dismember things. But I'm gonna say if you roll natural 20, then I'll give it to you.
So here's
Yeah.
how I would roll. Here's how I would roll it. In the same way that weapons or armor can at times have their own hit points, something like that. Like I'd have to keep pulling on an arm, keep pulling damage over damage over damage, and then eventually it'd come off. In a one shot, like just one roll, no, but something like that. That's how I go about it. If not, then
So what are you aiming for? An arm?
If it became too complicated, then I will just use my fists.
What are you trying to rip off? An arm? A head? The heart, as you called it?
Yeah, didn't you say there's something in the center of their
Yeah.
chest?
This green glowing gemstone with like an arm.
Then I'll use my fists to hit that thing.
Go for it. 21 hits.
20 bludgeoning.
And you still have a second fist attack if you so wish.
Yeah. Of course. 19
19 also hits.
for another 18.
As you jab the gemstone, you are cracking through it. You can see a crack forming. It is of a magical entity. Mere bludgeoning damage will not one-shot it, but you're definitely doing damage to it directly.
Yeah, perfect.
Sending the golem reeling. It has to maintain concentration on its... No, it doesn't, because it already dropped it. Okay.
I'll take a step right there to put myself in between me, or in between I and this thing. That's my turn.
Fair enough. The grease swarm will take its entire turn to gather up. That's 2d6. Gathering up treasure and strength. And growing in size. Gatling Wand Guardian is going to go ahead and attempt to recharge its wand. It's a roll of 5 or 6. I'm unable to rearm all weapons. Unable to rearm, it's going to go ahead and maneuver.
Hold on 1 second. Which one
Yeah.
is this?
This is the one that has the Gatling gun. This one right over
That
yonder.
one right there?
Yes.
Okay. Julian, it's fucking time. We're gonna rock this party.
Fire the cannon.
Okay. She's gonna give the command to fire the one cannon 15 meters, or, well, 15... What, feet? I
Feet?
guess. Yeah, we're measuring feet. 15 feet west of the hole from where we're standing, and she'll give the second command as we're getting out of the way and pulling Julian, an invisible boy, another cannon 15 feet to the south as we clear line.
Sure thing.
Real boy.
I'm looking up cannon damage again. I haven't used that in a while.
We'll get 2 birds with 1 stone. Well, actually, 4 birds with 2 stones. Isn't that a good one, Julian? Why aren't you laughing? Laugh.
Hilarious.
Jesus.
So both cannons focus on this creature here, yes?
Yeah, they like just want to punch a hole, like just right here to like absorb as much damage as possible on the pillar and the golem.
Okay.
Since they're like both right next to it.
As you give the command, the first jet shoots out. You can see a splash of acid explode outwards in like a 20-foot radius up on the sands. And as it do, you then begin to see the sands themselves like whirlpool and begin to collapse inwards as you realize it hit. So the rock melted it with the damage. And then you hear the ceiling collapse. The rest of you inside, you can see the ceiling of yonder collapse inwards as this 15-foot by 15-foot hole just collapses inwards, showering acid down upon the pillars. That is going to be a dexterity saving throw on the Vault Guardian. They're not very dexterous. Nope.
Yeah, fall.
That is going to be 4d10 acid damage to both it and the pillar. The pillar gets destroyed, stunning this golem of yonder in front of you, Ape. You see it slump forward, stunned. And then the golem over yonder takes the full 28 acid damage, which it is actually vulnerable to because it is made of stone, so that is double damage. And then it takes rocks fall, everybody dies damage. 23 damage, bludgeoning, halved, for a total of 12. And then you want a follow-up shot through that same hole you just created, Nick?
No, they're gonna shoot at the 15. I gave an order of 15 feet west, and then another order for the other gun, 15 feet south.
Okay, just so you know,
I'm sure the ground below us won't collapse.
Just
No,
so
I
you
mean,
know,
we're not standing there. We're moving out of the way.
just so you know, because you can remember this. Once you give the order to shoot a second cannon, both cannons will have to recharge for 5 whole minutes. So these are the only 2 shots you get.
Yeah, I want to just
Oh.
try and
No
break
problem.
those pillars and do as much damage as I can.
Again, another explosion of acid damage as the magic jet hits the sand, galvanizing it in its spot. It's going to go ahead and cause it to... I believe you automatically fail dexterity saving throws when you are stunned. Am I correct?
I believe so.
Let me just double check. 3 seconds. Stun condition really sucks. Stun creature is incapacitated, cannot move, cannot speak. The creature automatically fails. The strength, automatically fails. So he takes the full 40-10 acid damage. Vulnerable to that, so that's gonna be a 30. And then the same. Rocks fall. Everybody dies. 24 half is 12 as the rocks fall upon it. So now we effectively have 2 nice, juicy 15-foot wide holes. One here, and another one here. Oof.
Did both of those altars get destroyed?
Yes.
So this one became incapacitated, but this one did not, or did?
They're all well, they're all stunned. Yes.
So, okay.
Okay, so that was your held action. It's on its turn. It's stunned. This one is freshly stunned. I believe the green one was just stunned. This one was stunned last turn. It's gonna go ahead and roll to try and get out of it. Natural 20. This one, though it is bloodied as well because of the acid damage and the rocks falling on it, it is bloodied, but it's back into motion as it recovers at the end of its turn. No longer stunned. I'm rolling a d6 to just attempt to recharge its slow magic. It recharges. Doesn't matter because there's no pillars left, so you cannot even do that. Finally, I rolled 2 recharges, and it doesn't matter. Okay, so it will only spend its movement to pursue the remaining people in this hall, unable to dash because it uses action to try and get out of stun. With all that blubber out of the way, we have Nia's turn. Good hits.
Going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and we'll investigate for treasure. Yay.
If you want. With great enthusiasm, you investigate for treasure, rolling an 18. You find a potion of supreme healing. It is cast in a golden flask. Supreme healing is 10d4 plus 20 hit points when you drink this potion. That is your action. Anything else?
No.
Julia,
That was action and all the movement, so.
Julia.
Moving back to the holes with the acid and everything. Am I able to? Well, actually, this guy's fucked up. Oops. I'm just saying because I'm above and everything. I'll come like close to the edge or whatever, and then just kind of like look over, make sure everything's good, and then I'll just take a couple. I'll just take my 2 action shots against the ones that are dazed there. Or excuse me, stunned.
Believe you have advantage.
Just to try and help.
Yes.
As she's getting the arrows out of her quiver and everything, composing herself, she's just gonna keep yelling. She's like, I hope that helped you guys. So Winston, I'm helping as best as I can.
You just hear the sizzle as a pool of acid begins to melt the stone beneath its feet. You take aim. Oof.
Yeah, and then so 2 arrow shots. I want to try and help out as best as I can, help my friends. And then I'm gonna make sharpshooter on both of these. Let me make sure I got them. You know what? Fuck it. Bonus action first. Hunter's mark on this guy. Let me make sure I mark that, and then 2 arrows going in at advantage.
Oof.
Natural 20.
Natural 20 for how much? That's a lot of damage. That's all magical, isn't it? Yeah.
Actually, it's there's 2 ones. That sucks.
Oh,
it's only 22, 23, 24.
24 is still damage, dude. That's still it's a big
24.
chunk. It is bloodied.
And then another one for 13.
13 does not penetrate anything vital. But you can tell that the acid and you destroying Pillar depowered the rune, and the acid just destroyed the rune. It is no longer like it's gotten gun. The gems are destroyed. They're falling onto the floor, shattering and dissolving the acid. It does not have that ability anymore. So you did big.
Cool. I want to
Big
do
boy
that.
pants.
Big boy.
I'm not gonna leave you to die. Don't worry. Come on, Julian. We got to get in there.
More treasure in this chamber for you to claim than you've ever earned in your entire life. And you've had a long life.
Yes. And that's gonna be my turn. That's everything I have.
Before I flip over the turn to Julian, I'm going to flip your token around. Julian, you are up top there, 50 feet above everything. What do you do? Still invisible.
Uh-huh. Still invisible.
That supreme healing potion looking real tasty just about now.
I know. I don't know if I want to make myself visible and then risk this guy flying up towards me.
There is a potion inside it.
I'm gonna just walk over to Julia, like watch her shooting her arrows, like you're doing great, honey.
You're gonna make your way all the way back down the rope?
Oh wait, she downstairs? I thought she was shooting from
No,
like.
no, no. I'm up top.
Oh, you're up top.
Shooting down.
Right. Sorry, vertical maps is confusing. Fair enough.
Yeah, I just look over to where look what she's doing. Like you're doing great.
You're
got a
doing great,
spare,
honey.
like, bow or something?
Corellin, is that you? Are you talking to me? Lord.
It is Julian still. It is Julian still. You got a spare bow or something I can borrow?
Oh Jesus! Yeah, I got a short bow on me. Here, take it. Just drops it.
Thank you. Pick up the short bow.
The party unable to just hand over weapons is kind of funny. Like every guy's like, no, it's law. We have to drop it and you have to pick it up off the ground.
Yeah.
Don't question it.
interact
It's
with
divine
objects.
talking.
Julian, I'm out of actions. I have to interact with 3 objects.
Alright. I shoot a short bow at this thing.
Short bow range is about 50 feet. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, go for it.
Oh wait, since I'm invisible, this attack is with advantage.
Yeah, you have sneak attack on top of that. Yeah.
Oh fuck! I had sneak
Hurrah.
attack on that last one. Shit, I fucked.
Add a damage is fine. Just let me know what's
Alright.
damage on top. Yeah, you had sneak attack anyways. It's still stunned. But yeah, go for it.
7 extra.
22 hits for a total of math is
24
hard.
damage.
24 damage. That is a short bow that's not enchanted. Unlike your longbow, right? It doesn't sound enchanted or anything.
Yeah, it's not enchanted. It's just a normal longbow.
Okay. Well, you learn something about these things. You watch the arrow loosen, fly, and unbolstered by the magic of the other bow, the arrow collides with the stone and then shatters for 0 damage.
Oh, okay. Well, I
It
tried.
is immune to non-magical attacks.
June just gives Julia a pat on the shoulder, like, you got this. I'm gonna sit this out for a bit.
Sit this one out. All right, guys, I'ma leave. I'ma head out.
I'm gonna head out.
I'm a leap.
Shit, I'm out.
Just watch the
Julian,
arrow
I gotta
shatter.
drag you by the ear down there, so Corellin, help me.
All right.
Hey, got up here.
All I'm doing is rolling Constitution saving throws DC 15 to get out of this. Nope. This, the one with that had the red rune is still stunned. Good shit. Riot. It is your
Alright,
turn.
So Riot's gonna look up. Okay, Monkey Man needs help. Last level 3 spell, gonna cast Tidal Wave. And essentially he's gonna hit these two that are already stunned. Which, because they're stunned, they're probably gonna fail their dexterity saving throw. which is
Automatically,
not gonna make
so
them fall.
roll for that damage, and I do believe it says just each creature, regardless of size, as you conjure forth this watery wave across the sands, and just before it evaporates away, being held by your magic, it does push them how far? 10 feet wide.
No, it knocks them prone.
Oh, okay. Even better for giant ape.
Yes, I was just like, let's help the 8-man. He's doing all the work.
And this is magical bludgeoning damage. How much?
Good damage.
Fuck, only 14 damage. Oh,
Versus 48.
stupid.
Oh, not great.
Nah.
3, 2, 6, 3.
And Riot's just gonna stay over where he is by the braziers. Away out of people's view.
Giant ape is on deck.
Yeah, Hulk smash. Just double fists start
You get
Crushing
advantage
the guy.
on all these.
Yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage as you smash that crystal in the middle of his chest. Even dimmed, you're just in case. Natural 20.
Oh dear.
Natural
God.
20 ape attack. I want to see this damage. Let's go. Oof.
Fall 14.
It's got
That's doubled, is it? For
36.
26.
Is that already doubled?
Yes, it is.
Must be.
Yeah.
Okay. Again. Another.
26.
26! 21.
You rage and bloody and crack this machinery apart as you continue to fight, intent on destroying it, I'm guessing. All right.
Very intent on destroying it. It's not getting back up.
Riot's just holding on his last polymorph for Winston. If he loses his polymorph, he has one more.
The swarm spends its turn to gather.
return. Only do it once per day.
Yeah, I modified it. I know it's once per day, I just didn't remove that. It's much better when it's not once per day. That is +6. Fair enough. It stays there, 40 feet up in the air at this point, being a swarm about 20 by 20 feet up in the air. This orb of gold around you guys. And that is going to be my prone and stun golem of yonder, attempting a constitution save throw to shake out of it. Nope, still stunned.
9.
The tide of battle turns in your favor.
And the only one doing damage really is the 8.
Ape strong.
The one in front of Julia Gulia attempts to shake out of it as well.
Fail.
Nope, fails. You guys got this battle in the bag at this point. The last one is going to go ahead and duck under the gathering swarm and charge forward, trying to knock Winston out of. How is it? Trampling charge. It moves. It's 20 feet in a straight line toward a creature. Winston, make me a DC 17 Strength saving throw, or be knocked prone.
Oh,
11.
Okay, as it knocks you prone and out of balance, it attempts a slam attack against you at advantage, since it is against a prone target. Rolling 22 for 20 bludgeoning damage.
you're fine. You got like 156 health.
And then a natural 20 follow up with a grab, as it grabs you by the neck as you're prone. For a total on this turn of 17 plus 18 plus 20. Roll 55 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh,
Shit.
ouchie.
You're okay.
Battle of the Kaijus.
Ouchie.
It ends its turn there. You are prone. Nia, it is your turn. Is she speaking, guys, or am I?
You said,
No.
In an effort to get the golem to let our poor ape go, she uses. she casts Shatter. But just far enough that it will hit these two, but will not hit Sir Ape.
Roll for damage. They both shatter for 14 bludgeoning damage, taking double damage, because they are vulnerable to that. Okay. Fair enough. You send a wave of coins splitting outwards, and some of them embedded within the stone of the golems. That is that. The fight goes on toward Julia Gulia.
I'm just gonna keep doing the same thing that I'm doing right now, since this guy is all messed up, and just try to take one of them out. I'm gonna go for another 2 longbow attacks.
Go for it.
And this will be made with sharpshooter, and hunter's mark on it. And I'll put sneak attack on this one just to be safe. 19.
19 hits.
That's 10, 20, 30 damage.
Follow up arrow.
Yep, and then this one, let me make sure sneak attack is off, still with sharpshooter and hunter's mark.
Natural
20, baby!
Fishing for those.
Yeah. And that's 5, 6, that's 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 35.
35. It is on. This is not long for this world as it begins to sort of crumble onto one knee, looking down at this point, and its inner workings beginning to shut down as it's sipping out arcana and mana, and begins to seize and power down.
Hey, you mess with the best, you die like the rest, hon. I'm gonna take my masonry kit and make you into a nice little figurine when I'm done with you. And that's her. That's everything that she can do.
Julian.
No idea what I'm.
Julian, you notice how great that longbow is like working out for your fellow
Yeah.
ranger.
Maybe
Looking great, amazing. Oh boy. Wait, can I
That's,
just borrow the
that's our
longbow?
first mate, everyone. Pure motivation.
You've been demoted.
You can pass around a weapon.
Can I? Yeah, can I just borrow the longbow
You can if you
for
want
a
to.
minute?
Honey, this is my pride and true.
I mean, it's up to Nick.
Don't
Yeah.
give it back.
Never mind.
Come down the hole.
Julian
I'll
is
give the
sick.
help
Superman
action.
landing. Superhero landing.
I want you to dive onto him like a swan dive and stab him right in the eyes. You got it, hon.
If you just leap down 50 feet and you drop on top of this creature, it will take half your bludgeoning damage from the fall.
I will die if I jump.
Yeah.
You jump?
Health left.
No,
No, he said he
I
would
said
die
I will-
if he did.
He
Oh,
has no health.
Mario
What
stump
else
it. No
do you
balls.
have?
Can I give the help action by just like throwing pebbles at it?
Sure. You give advantage to the next attack by, I guess, Julia
Yeah.
Gulia. Okay.
Got it. I'm distracting it for you. Finish it off.
His
I'm
first
distracting
main
it for you. Finish it
motivation.
off.
Pebble Rogue, let's go. 24 to recover from the stun condition as this golem here rises. And, I mean, they're all gonna gang up on the biggest, baddest thing in the room here that catches their attention. That is gonna be a gang up on the giant ape. Half movement to get out from prone. Just making sure I'm doing all of this legal. Still hexed, somehow.
Never dropped concentration on.
I spend my action to get out of that, so it cannot attack. It can only move up. Okay, fair enough. Right.
Riot's like, okay, I have to save my spell. Investigate!
Great is taking over you guys. You go goblin mode. Go ahead and
Why are
roll
you
that.
guys going goblin mode? Do it
Investigation.
after.
I don't have
Help
much
your
spells
friends.
left.
Help your friends.
Mind saving is one spell.
You find 2 blue spindles, each worth 500 gold pieces each. That is your action, I suppose. Winston's getting like his shit beat up, like JoJo style, just like they're kicking him on the
Never.
floor.
You will
I've
make
never
it.
bled so much in my life.
All right,
You know
anything
what?
else on your turn, Brian?
That's a great story for him.
Yes. How
We're
he
giving him the
survived as a
glory.
team. Single-handedly defeated all of the golems.
If that is gonna be the end of Riot's turn, it's gonna be giant ape on deck.
Yeah, I have nothing else.
Alright.
How long does polymorph last for? Is it a minute?
An hour.
4 hours.
Okay, never mind. I'm not even tracking that shit.
So, I'm looking. Oh, I actually should put the bloody token on. I'm actually looking really bloody. But what I'm gonna do is this one here that is prone.
Yes.
I want to pick it up by like the leg or something, and I want to just whirlwind, just trying to knock everything around me.
Are you trying to hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker?
Yeah, I'm trying to hit. Yeah, just a big old whirlwind circle, trying to hit all
You
these
have
motherfuckers.
Enough strength, I would say, to use them as an improvised weapon. Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
I'm just imagining him throwing this thing afterwards, and like his throw damage as an ape is retarded.
Winston is gonna have an awesome story to tell at the tavern.
I'm gonna say, because he's stunned, you grab him, no problem. Roll your fist attack, roll me damage, and I'll split it between the two of them. As we'll see how strong you hit both of them.
Did not come through. So,
Is hitting with a magical golem considered a magical attack?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it working now? There we go.
It just roll me damage. It doesn't matter to hit. This is fun.
20.
Okay, I'm gonna damage him 4 for 20 because this is fun. This is funny. Why not?
I don't even remember which one has hex on.
If I use my
Was it the
second
green one?
fist,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep going with the circle.
Fair enough. Go ahead and roll me damage again. This is just funny. I'll allow it. At this point, it's real cool. 17 damage to the rest of them as well, as you just hit all of them with the one unconscious guy in your hands.
Now is the unconscious guy taking damage too? Is the question.
Oh, of course, you know it. They're somehow still standing, all bloodied, as you reel them around and around and around, just fucking hitting these guys.
Just die.
Do you let him go eventually, or do you just keep him in your arms?
Yeah, I'll let him go so he can fly into a
Which
wall.
direction do you want to let him, like, just fly, flaying like 60 feet.
Exactly where it is. Exactly.
Just into the wall, into the brazier. He collides for an additional, I'm gonna say 2d6 damage there. Just for funsies. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's funny. As you go ape mode. Unless you want to use your movement for any reason to get out of that. No, you're good?
Oh, yeah. Nah, fuck. What do I do?
How bloodied are you, out of curiosity? Like, are you almost about to drop form?
If I take a pretty hard hit, yeah. Or if I
Good.
take 2 hits from each of these, yeah.
I'm going
Good.
with you somewhere around.
I'm not. There's nothing I can do because I'll provoke an opportunity attack if I do, which
Stand
would
up.
be an advantage,
up.
right?
Yeah,
So.
'cause you're-
I'm just gonna stand my ground, and hopefully somebody else can pick up my remains.
I'm
maybe-
assuming you
maybe-
took half your movement to stand up from prone, right? Or did you fling this guy around while prone?
Oh, fuck.
Which is possible. What's
No,
fine.
I'll stay where I am. I don't see how else to.
You're not prone though. You stood up.
Yes.
That's all I'm asking. Okay, cool. The rest of you guys there, Nia and Riot, as you've taken time to a whole like 24 seconds to rummage through treasures, all that, the swarm of greed detecting your presence has engulfed you all together. You become deafened as it maneuvers into your space. Doesn't have enough actions to begin bludgeoning you quite yet, but it is completely enwrapped you in that space. That is going to be it for its turn. I'm gonna roll Constitution to see if I can get out of here. Any last strikes against these? Nope. This golem here is still stunned. Oh my god. The golem you just threw over there. He's gonna roll a Constitution as well. Does he? I'll have a +5 on these rules, and I can't roll above a 15. This is like playing Baldur's Gate all over again. This one over yonder to your right is gonna go ahead and try and bludgeon Winston out of his form. First one hits for 28 for a total of 20 bludgeoning damage for the first hit, and then I don't know if an 18 hits a giant ape. No, giant ape doesn't have that much of an AC.
13.
So altogether that's 38 damage. For an 18 on the second hit there. It maintains itself as the kaiju battle continues. We have Nia there. You are deafened within swarm, Nia. What do you do?
Nia is going to.
Nia is like swarmed by like 400 gold pieces worth of swarm and like a single potion of healing. Just swiveling around in a tornado.
Grab the potion, drink it.
Catch it.
You could try.
Can't use any magic spells. They're all fucking concentration. And these ones aren't gonna do me anything.
Nick, imagine if you should play a cleric. That's even more choices.
Uh.
A healing one.
Nia is going.
Healing cleric.
Nia is going to make her way this way. Over here. And is going to stabby stab this one in the back with her spear using both hands.
Take an attack of opportunity from that.
No, she's still within the swarm.
Okay.
It's a 20 by 20 foot entity at this point.
She's gonna stabby stab that one with both hands with advantage.
Fun fact, because a swarm has a reach of 0 feet because it has to be in your space to attack you, when you leave its space, that's when it takes this opportunity attack. When you're right next to it. Yeah. 24 hits for a total of 5 piercing damage from your spear.
And then we'll continue down here. this difficult terrain to get out of this?
Let me check. Anti-magic susceptibility, deafening clatter, false appearance, swarm. I don't see anything about difficult terrain. No.
15. 20.
You just ran out of the swarm.
I mean, she's gonna risk it. I don't think a 12 volt hit her, so she's good.
Speak the reactions you used.
Yeah.
I did attack on my way. Gonna sit here and 4 extras fake. Nope, actually no. Then we're good.
Cool.
That's all I got.
Top of the round, Julia and Julian. You guys see as the ship's crew begins to descend, disembark. They've been disembarking this entire time from the ship and has made their way toward where the rope is positioned. I'm assuming Julia, you left the rope where it was, right?
Yeah, I have the grapple hook where it's at.
Okay, you see Isoran just descend down to grapple.
Cool.
Isoran descends, Squirm joins him. To battle!
No, Square! Why?
We're gonna help our friends!
I'm gonna use while I'm up here for now. I'm gonna use the 1 arrow attack to hopefully finish off this golem.
Go for it. You have advantage because of Julian throwing pebbles, remember.
Yep.
The real value.
Yeah, it's also stunned still too. Okay. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Wrong one. Sorry.
This
It has to be the
happens.
sharpshooter one. Okay, does 15 hit?
Sorry, my guy. 15 unfortunately does not hit.
Okay, then I'm gonna use Elven Accuracy and then just re-roll that one right there.
Okay.
Still at sharpshooter and everything.
21 hits.
21.
What's the damage?
That's gonna be 21 damage.
That's perfect lethal. I'm not even kidding you. That's the second perfect lethal because hit. You can describe that hit if you want.
Just lining up and then just seeing where the mark of evocation is and everything. It's still like all like gangly, fucked up, acid and everything. She just takes the shot and then just puts it right on that target hair.
Just enough innate energy remaining there for it to just like explode on impact and just sever the golem in half as it slides across the floor, shattered, no more. Destroyed.
Fuck, I have like another attack. I just don't know what, because they're rappelling down. I cannot jump that.
No, with that attitude.
No, I'll.
You can.
I mean, can you? Do I have free will? Yes. Will it be good? No.
It's a bunch of coins down there. It's a soft landing. It's fine. Just Scrooge McDuck it.
Yeah, it's an acid. I'm like, yeah, there's acid down there. Yeah, just jump into it.
Yeah.
You can still fire your bow with broken legs, so just hop down.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I don't have. I can't. I'm just gonna go move over to the grapple hook and see how far down they are, and then just gonna join them.
Sounds good. Julian, anything else in your turn?
I guess we're going down to grappling. I'm gonna slowly follow behind people.
Okay, you're just gonna stick with the group?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sounds good. Isoran makes it all the way to the bottom. Oh, yeah?
Actually, no, never mind.
Isoran, like, grapples onto the rope, descends maybe 10 feet down, with, like, one hand on the rope, the other one on his sword, and he's sliding down, and he's using his feet as sort of a brake, and then he looks toward the scene, takes it in, and just curses beneath his breath. He's like, oh, no time, they need our help, and he just lets go of the rope. He takes 4d6 bludgeoning damage as he falls down.
21. Oh, wow.
That was maybe not the smartest move, but you do you,
That was
hun.
like amazing rolls, Tom.
And he clearly gets hurt on the way down, but he used the momentum of the fall to roll himself forward and use the remainder of his movement to circumvent these vines here that are still here.
Yeah, Julia, still holding entanglement.
I mean, value. And then he's going to go ahead and end his turn here, joining the fray. Bonus action, gonna go ahead and slice his arm, drawing blood and setting his blade up with Holy Flame, ending his turn. The Vault Guardian to your left there, Monkey, I believe is gonna punch face.
Angle must be getting close to just timing out because it only lasts a minute.
I have players track that because I'm tracking other NPCs.
Yeah, it only has the last one. I think that was on the...
Were you actually tracking it, Nick?
I only have one more round on it. Because we're at, what, 12 right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You receive inspiration for tracking your own spells.
Yeah, my moonfall has fallen by the way.
Alright, I have the Vault Guardian to your left there, Giant Ape. It's gonna be a...
No.
Natural
Not
20.
all,
Well, good news, bad news. Good news is that
These
natural...
are gonna happen.
Yeah, you... Well, actually, it's not good news at all, because depending on the damage here, is because it's a total of 14 plus 17, 31. Negated, so 31 minus 9 is the remaining hit points you had as an ape, and then you revert back to your old form with your other hit points you had before. Before that, as you revert into that space, into your small size, this is going to be you here. You had 15 hit points remaining, which unfortunately is less than 20. Less than 22. So you drop to 0 HP. As the remaining damage translates over, you drop prone. Now, the funny thing is that you're also grappled, so I'm just gonna yeet you in this direction. For one, I believe it's one failed death save because of the hit. With that being said, that is all its actions, as it's then going to move up on a Soren. It's a nice bright there. No, it doesn't leave your area of attack. Okay, as we do that, as you get flung to the north there, we have Riot within the Great Swarm over here. Riot.
Can you move the swarm for a second so I can actually count spaces?
Yeah.
Thank you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Riot's going to use Feline Reflexes, run over to Winston, and we'll upcast Cure Wounds to 2nd level. You get 15 health points back.
Oof. Nice having healers in the party. Okay.
Still very nice.
And just in time for your turn, too.
Winston, stay alive for 1 turn, then I can polymorph you into a big ape again.
I'm fucking do it again.
I'm almost out of spells. So please don't go down again.
You're really blaming him for going down when you were like stealing treasure this entire time?
It's my fault.
He's been tanking
Go
for
help
you.
your friend. Do all the heavy lifting, monkey.
Stop dying, do a better job. Shoves more gems into his pouch.
Well, let me put it this way. I even told the group at the very beginning, I am not set up for fighting. I have no spells.
Sometimes fighting is not the answer. Winston, it is your turn.
Hence why he was looting.
Give me. Let me see here. Reading my
Use your
spells.
lay on hands, heal yourself
If I
up.
can do anything. I don't have much of that left. I may have to. I just want to read what heroism does again, because I forget.
Temporary hit
Oh,
points and you cannot be fighting, I
yeah.
believe.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's not really what I want. Yeah, I'll use my action to heal myself.
I love it how the dragon
Remaining
fight was
10.
like nothing to you guys, and this turned out into such a boss fight for some reason.
Yeah, I'll heal myself with the last 10 points of lay on hands,
Okay.
and that's my action. Beyond preparing for what's about to happen, I'm not going to use a bonus action. So, nope. That's it for me.
Okay, a coin barrage assaults Nia for 21 to hit for 8 bludgeoning damage from the Grease Swarm as it moves to Ingolf. Alright, so we have that. Squirm is going to be not that big of a hero. He's going to use his entire movement, unfortunately, to dash down the rope. And then his turn, 10 feet away from it, not in the vines. There we go. I want to see if he has any range weapons on him. No. He's going to do his best. Let's see here. Vault Guardian. That is downed. Wow, that one you tossed. Still incapacitated, eh? I'm gonna have him roll Constitution saving throw. The tide of battle turns as it uses action to undaze itself, get up as half movement, and then close in on right and turn the corner, ending its turn there. Undazed. Unprone.
That's all you hear.
Now or never.
who's getting it.
The last guardian, I believe, is the one you just killed. So we have Nia on initiative 4.
Nia is going to move. This thing. She's going to move over here, and she's gonna go stabby once more with advantage.
Okay, you have a choice of doing that, but as you approach, you hear a Soren cry out something along the lines of calling for a retreat. That as long as you got what you are here for, he's looking for Bardet's body wherever it is. As long as you get what you're here for, perhaps retreat is wise. He is a blood hunter of many years, has some experience. You can try and best these things, up to you. But 23 does hit if you want to go for that spear attack for 3 piercing damage.
We can do this.
All right. There, you're already Dragon Slayers. You can earn yourself more titles. Absolutely.
Golem Slayers.
All right. Any other actions to follow up then, Megan?
Actually, instead of that, Naya is gonna go ahead instead of attacking.
Okay.
She is going to go ahead and cast Fly on herself. And give myself some wings. And with that, she will rise up. How tall is the ceiling in here?
50 feet up before it apexes at the dome holes and the various holes made by the campfire.
She's going to, and this thing is a 20-foot cube, right?
Yep.
Okay, so she's gonna rise up 30 feet out of the cube, and then move over yonder.
You good?
Yep.
Okay. Vault Guardian by a Soren. A Soren is fighting on. Hopefully he won't sacrifice himself for your sake. As the Vault Golem to his right is going to go ahead for a grab attack against a Soren.
Sorry, she has more movement than that. I misread how much movement.
60 feet fly if you want to move more again.
Yeah, so she's 2. I'm gonna take an extra. I did 40, so I already did it, so I can go 5, 10.
Soren is flung 60 feet to pass the other golem, well, into the other golem because he can't go past him at that point. Dealing a total of 3d6 damage on top of that 22 bludgeoning damage he just received. He is looking terrible.
Oh dear God.
He's ordering a general retreat, trying to cover your way out of here. This was such a terrible idea. Holy shit. Anyway, flinging, and I'm gonna close in on my Soren. Julia Gulia. I just realized what I put my NPCs into. Julia Gulia.
Soren didn't do.
Can I switch tours with Julian and have him go first?
Of course.
Or okay, I'll do that.
Okay. How far down this rope am I?
You moved like 20 feet, and your total movement is like what 45, 50? What is it? 1,000?
40.
40?
Yeah, about
You're
40.
20 feet down the rope because climbing down is not difficult terrain.
Okay. I will finish moving the 30 feet down the road.
Right.
Move 5 feet here. Another 5 feet for 40 in total.
Yeah.
Gotta be brave. Lightning bolt through the gold thing and golem.
Dexterity saving throws all throughout. Okay, incoming.
Yep.
Fail. Fall Guardian Dexterity. And the other Fall Guardian Dexterity. That is a fail and a fail. For full damage of how much?
Awesome. About to roll it right now. Also opening my character sheet. Or there's
33. The lightning
33
strikes
damage, yeah.
Swarm and first conducts through the entirety of it. You hear the bottle shatter and you can see a spray of red liquid as it too is destroyed, and then the Swarm dissipates entirely. The other golem is heavily damaged, collapses onto one knee and it begins to shut down. And the last golem, equally so, heavily damaged, begins to shut down. And then you lastly hit the far wall of this chamber. The rock conducts your lightning through toward the arcing ceiling, the dome, and through the crystals, and then dissipating through the crown of crystals above.
Wow, you should have been down here the whole time using that.
Because this golem here is touching the wall technically by touching this rock here, it also conducts through him. For a total of... I'm gonna have him roll dexterity saving throw here, but they're awful dexterity, so that might just kill him, I'm not gonna lie.
And I feel like I should be throwing my...
Oh my god, you killed the last... This golem just gets fucking yeeted sideways out of, as the wall just conducts the lightning into him and it kills him.
Did he kill 3 golems?
Was that like
in one go?
132 damage in one turn?
I mean, that's
33
AoE
to
damage
4
for you.
targets?
Yeah. The bad news is it also conducts through anybody else touching the walls of this chamber.
Oh, fuck.
Which are both of these guys.
The good news is they get dexterity saving throws.
I'm not
sorry.
touching the wall. I'm near the wall. I'm not touching it.
You're just a dick.
Let me see your token here. I'll allow it.
Not touching. Thank God I'm right next to Winston, though.
Is Winston just like coming
Lucky.
in and out of life?
Lucky for you.
Go
Why,
ahead.
why didn't you use that lightning bolt when nobody was on the walls, Julian? You're
It's-
just throwing stones from the ceiling.
It's fine. It's hard to learn when you
I
don't
can't
have the
arc
dragon.
multiple targets from
Oh.
the ceiling. Can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
But
survives.
I
He
thought we
only
were going
takes half of
to-
33.
Hey, Winston, you're good, my guy. 16
He
damage.
takes 16 lightning damage as it
Okay.
conducts through your metal armor. And Riot lawyers me out of I'm not actually touching the wall.
So I love to bleed.
Really?
But you did manage to kill the last golem there. That was freaking lucky.
Is the one that I put my hex on dead? I don't remember where it was.
It's right here.
Your hex damage is how much? Because you didn't rule hex damage.
Oh,
Well, it didn't rule hex damage. I don't know.
1d6. 2 dex damage.
So it's looking terrible. It's not dead, but it's looking. It looks like it could like probably collapse if you
He's
just
still
punch it.
up though. Okay. Well, I don't got bonus action attacks. I was gonna say I do have a bonus action hide, but I can't do that without moving.
These two look like what when I play Baldur's Gate 3 and I have Magical Missile and I see two little gobos with like 1 health left and I'm like, delicious. So we have Julia Gulia with the coup de grace here, possibly.
That is my turn.
Hopefully. She's gonna slide down the rope, and as she's sliding down, she's gonna go upside down. Her hair, falls, gravity and everything. Picks her bows and then
Gravity
arrows
falls?
and everything. Huh?
Gravity Falls?
Yeah, like her hair is just whatever, falling
Oh,
to the ground.
her hair.
And then
okay.
she's upside down. She's gonna shoot at the first guy right here. Hopefully. Ooh, actually, I don't think I have advantage on
For
this.
real,
No, I
for
don't.
real.
Yeah, these will just be made at normal, hopefully. Get some damage in.
For
So
sure,
first
my
one,
guy.
Sneak attack, sure. Bonus action, move Hunter's Mark onto this guy. For 20.
Aren't you using steady aim? Or
No.
not? Okay.
You
I
pierce
can't
through
when I move.
the damage already caused by the giant ape. The cracks, the nearly dislocated shoulders, the cracking gemstone. You find a weak spot and you vanquish, destroy this golem entirely.
Cool. 25 goes right through, just fucking crumbles to stone.
It begins to, like, the rock begins to become like red hot and melt the gold below it.
Nice. And then the last shot she's gonna take at the far one. Which doesn't have this.
Try and thread the needle here as the golem lifts up his arm, about to squish 13 HP Isoran down, but you manage to save him in the last moment there as you hit for another lethal hit. The last one there slows down as temporal magic begins to leak out of every single broken crevice of it, where the arrow hit is the weak point, and it begins to shatter. And for just a split moment, those stone fragments of the explosion hover in the air as if frozen by time, slow down, and then the magic dissipates. The stones fall one by one into the treasure below. As not only are you dragon slayers, but you have conquered the Vault of Shumas. That
You're
is,
fucking welcome, everybody.
as the kids say, that is poggers. I didn't expect you guys to go a full 5 on this, but there you did it. And you even managed to save Isoran, who dead ass would have been dead in the next round.
I was literally not
almost
going to
died.
cast Polymorph on Winston, and I was going to cast it on his sword just to make sure he lived. Because I can heal Winston. He has 3 death saves.
Nice. So, with this victory, we can, of course, I want to wrap up the session because
Yeah,
it's
I want to
9:42.
wrap up too, because I got an early morning.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm super proud of you guys. Everybody get inspiration. I fucking love this session. I'm happy you guys stuck around for the entire thing. I know it's tiring and all. So I can't level up you guys just yet, but I will give everybody inspiration and the entirety of the treasure of this room, which I will list right now, because you guys have all the time in the world to gather it. So this includes the treasure you guys already picked up. Altogether, the treasure chamber holds 700 gold pieces, 7,000 gold pieces, 700 platinum pieces, 9 gemstones, all in all 500 gold pieces each, that ingot of adamantine, the potion of supreme healing, the potion of brass dragon's breath, which is AoE sleep spell, if you will, and cape of the mountainback, which
How many gems are?
9. I'll just list it in chat. 9 gems, 500 gold pieces each. All in all, this is the list of the treasure that you find within this chamber.
Members are there in the crew?
That is your call. Come next session, and all that. Fairness. In terms of the rudium ring, I can reveal it now if you guys want, because I mean, you guys have 10 minutes to identify if you so wish.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the handout for it. And here's the handout for the Cape of the Mount Ban that you guys found.
Dimension door?
Yep. Which, as a reminder, you can grab yourself and another creature in your vicinity.
Oh, this is whatchamacallit? Dimension door almost.
It is literally Dimension
it is
Door, yes.
It
Dimension
is
door.
dimension
Oh,
door.
it is this thing. Sorry, I didn't see the word.
You don't put tune to it.
Fun flow.
Fun.
I will definitely detail more the Ring of the Fair Folk, and come next session, and we will explore that. That is more or less not just a gimmick, but is a plot-centric thing, especially since you found it on the body of Timuril, the elven priest. But we'll save all that for next session. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Next week, I am working a 12-hour. We'll start session at 7 p.m. It's going to be a shorter session, but
I will not be there next session.
you won't be there next session. Anthony won't be there next session. we have the option then of we can carry forward with more side quests, the cult and all that, and see where that takes us with a partial party. Still possible. I can do a one shot, or we can skip it altogether. But we'll decide that come tomorrow, come next few days, and we'll see. But I don't know about you guys. I know combat can slog sometimes. I personally don't feel that was a slog. I felt that was like a better boss fight than the dragon fight could have been.
Oh yeah.
That was crazy. Yeah.
It's interesting.
Giant apes.
Interesting to see you guys sort of like figure out puzzle fights sometimes, even if solutions can vary.
I was happy to know that, like, my original instincts about those freaking pillars were right. I just, like, second guessed myself. Shouldn't have done that. Should have kept hitting them pillars.
I'm also gonna say this: there was more than one solution to this. I did describe them sort of dimpled down so you can put the hearts onto the pedestals. Now that they're destroyed, I can just put it out there. If you guys would have like fought them in such a way that did not destroy the hearts, there was another sort of solution to this fight. But honestly, I had fun regardless. Also, a rock wall is not a dead end. In future, you can like bash it. You can destroy it if you want. Everything has health.
An ape could have done that.
Yeah, everything has health. Everything is mobile. You can bore holes through a dungeon wall and make your own hallways if you want to, technically. But I had fun.
I think there were 5 members of the crew, which makes some really nice, easy math.
I went from barely doing anything in the fight to suddenly doing 132 damage.
They also have all of that dragon blood too.
I believe you
there
have
is other stuff.
one more charge left of the lightning
one more
blessing.
charge left.
Save it. It's pretty good. That's what AoE is great for. It's not meant for single targets.
Yeah, hitting multiple. Yeah.
Yep. I suppose the walls are treasure by themselves if you treasure conductive material, but that's the artificer in me talking.
I do need to get off. I made
Same.
plans with a friend tonight.
Yeah.
Told them I could be there at 9:30, expecting the session to end at 9.
Oh,
and I
you
gave a
dumb.
bullshit reason why I'm a bit late. Alright, see ya. Night.
See ya, everybody. Thank you for joining
Yeah,
us.
good game, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
The last thing for us to figure out is where this stupid little compass is.
Yes, where is the dang sundial?
In the floor.
In the probably. It probably had one of those, like...
Gave you 20,000 gold pieces worth of hoard and treasure, and you're like, more. Need a device that tells time.
No, we need the compass because it said that will allow us to go deeper into the what you call it, Almoro.
Fair enough.
I didn't forget that.
Fair enough. As of next
That's
session,
what-
I'm thinking we're gonna pick up from. I don't know. We're missing 2 people. I'm down to run a session as usual. It's not.
I'd rather not personally, because I feel like 2 people is like half the group right there, even though it's 5, and they'll miss out on stuff. I'd rather either just do a one shot or we just reschedule.
I
Or
could
we
do one
just do it
shot.
another day on the week.
Yeah.
How about you do a one shot,
I don't have one.
and I take a vacation?
I always want to do one, but I never put it together.
It doesn't take much to just read a pre-made one and run it for funsies.
Nah.
Okay, fine. I'll do all the work.
Well, if we do reschedule, Tom, you can hang out with Andrew. He'll be all by his lonesome because he's not coming. He's not going camping.
Babysitters usually get paid.
You be babysitting each other. You can have beer. You guys can go out.
I don't kink shame, but I'm not a crinkler. Hands up if you know what that means.
Nope.
Keeping my hand down.
Yeah, good.
Tom is the only
YouTube
person
knows.
that Andrew spends more money. Andrew spends more money on dates with Tom than he does on dates with me. So
It's because I have weed. He just likes me for my weed.
Hey, he spends money on the food, you bring the entertainment, you see where the night goes.
You know?
But yeah, we can always just reschedule the day.
We could. I'll definitely make a poll in chat, perhaps tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow all day. So sure.
You said this is next week, right?
Well, he said it's next week, yeah.
Or next week. Monday's the 28th. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a VA appointment on one day, and so... Oh, no, that's earlier in the day, so that'd be fine. Never mind.
I'll make a poll. In worst case scenario, we just won't have session. I mean, I don't like hiatuses myself, but obviously I'm not the only one playing, so we
I
will
know
figure it out.
Friday would not work for me because I have a relative coming that day to
Which
stay with
day?
us for a weekend.
Mhm.
August 1st or October 1st.
Yeah. I would like suggest like the Wednesday or the Thursday.
Yeah, it would have to be the Wednesday or Thursday, I think, for me as well.
Same here.
For next week, let's see if that's not after my 12-hour. The Thursday of next week, I'm free all day. The 31st, I can probably do it that day. We'll see. We'll make a little Discord poll and see what people say. I'm just pooped,
I gotta
tired.
check and see with my girlfriend too, see if she has anything planned. But yeah, it'd have to be the Wednesday or Thursday, but we can figure it out during the week.
100%. Last thing I'm gonna say before I log off is I just like feedback. You guys had fun? Any at all good or bad feedback? Just something from
That was a lot of fucking fun. It was actually really hard due to the fact that, for example, my spells were literally only to get us to Shumas, the Temple of Shumas, and to find our mounds. I literally, the only useful spells I had were Polymorph, Tidal Wave, and one Guiding Bolt left in Moonbeam. So,
But-
I mean, this was super hard for me to figure out what my character was going to do, trying to be kind of careful with everything I could do. So this was a lot of fun.
even if we're joking and you're taking your time doing something in return, like looting, that's still better than nothing. My least favorite thing a player can ever say is, I guess I can't do anything on my turn. It's seldom true. So, did you waste time looting when you could have looted at the end of combat? Yes, but it's better to do that than nothing.
We didn't know that though. We didn't know we were gonna.
You could have.
defeat
You're
them.
right. You could have turned sour. I could have spawned 4 more golems out of nowhere because I'm a cruel DM or some shit.
Yeah,
You could do what Ivan does.
There's a couple
What?
times I wanted to cast Fairy Fire, but I mean, Winston was in the middle of it all, and I didn't want to get advantage on him.
You'd be like, Ivan, what do you do? I action dodge. Ivan, what do you do? Action dodge.
I
Next
think
turn.
looting
Ivan, what
is
do you do?
better than action dodge. Yeah. There's something about.
No.
That's
And,
what I do
like,
with Shadow. That's why action dodge is not in Baldur's Gate, because if I were Shadowheart, I would just like concentration spell action dodge.
Yeah.
No.
Oh
Fun.
no, Naya had healing left because that she had her level 1 slots, but pretty much she only had one upper like attack slot because none of her level 1 spells are attack spells. Well, she has Dissonant Whisper, but that Dissonant Whisper and Command, which we already discovered didn't work on these creatures last time. So
Dissonant
Yeah, and
Whispers does
also-
not work on them because they're
They can't hear.
immune to. They can hear. They are immune to frightened. That's why. Yes.
And then it's a good thing that Riot went to go get Winston to bring him up because that like Naya had already used her healer's feat on him. And so she would have only been able to stabilize him with 1 HP.
I just
She
realized
couldn't, like,
something
heal him.
regarding what just Megan said. In Baldur's Gate, everybody has the healer feat, I think. Everybody brings, like, with a help action, plus 1 HP back. Whenever you get downed.
See, I like how Naya calls herself a healer, but doesn't take a single healing spell.
What do you mean?
She said she had no healing spells at all.
She
No,
does. She has healing word and stuff.
Only had healing. I basically only had healing left. I had
Yeah.
no attacks left.
Oh, you said you didn't have any healing. You can only bring the level, like, you can
Well,
only
I
stabilize
couldn't
them.
use the full effect of my healer's feat on him. Like I couldn't like basically use instead of a spell slot, I couldn't have used like my healer's kit to bring up his HP significantly, like do my 1d6 plus 12 kind of thing, because I'd already used it on him. So basically, all I could have done was the second half of that, which there you go.
Did you not have a healing spell, like an actual healing spell?
I do. So could have done that, but also she couldn't get to him. at the time. He was too far.
I love it how at the beginning of the session the Sphinx was like, yeah, only take what you need. Don't be too greedy, or else,
Take it all.
you'll suffer the consequences just like before. And you guys are like, nice. And then you just left immediately. Like, we're just taking everything, right? Yeah, we're just taking everything.
Yeah, we just got the horde.
Yeah.
I feel like you should take the healing word because you're always at a distance. But my character, I can actually run up and touch someone because I can take cure wounds. So I can run 60 feet to heal somebody, but you can't move that far. So healing word is I think like 30 feet and a bonus action.
Hmm.
And I don't think you can actually use a healing feat to get somebody up. Can you?
Can I take
Of
you?
course, you can.
I didn't know if you could.
Anything.
But she already used the healing feat on Winston, so
Why can't
doesn't
you-
stabilize bring him to no death saves? Not to 1 health?
It stabilizes. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about Baldur's Gate 3. I just realized that everybody in that game has the ability to bring somebody to 1 HP. We're just raising
Yeah.
them. I'm just curious.
It's more about like cure wound just has such a greater effect, right? Like it cures for way more than healing word, like the D4 versus
Yeah, but it's
D6,
melee.
right?
But it's melee, you're
You have to
ranged.
you have to touch them, yeah.
I'm ranged too, but I at least have the mobility to reach people. I'm just giving it as an advice because, like, for example, Riot went to save Winston because he's not going to let someone die. But if you had the ability to have casted from a distance, it would have put us in a less precarious situation with
From
2 people pinned in one
distance.
area. That's all I'm meaning.
True.
And if you're able to, for example, like if you're standing by Julia Gulia and Winston goes down, or Julian goes down, you can cast from a distance rather than running up into melee range and getting attack opportunity to run away.
True. To keep in mind, because as a bard, I can only change out one spell at level up. So
It's still a useful change because Riot
yeah.
always has cure wounds.
Like I said, good. It's definitely something. And actually, because of her gift of metallic dragon, she will have cure wounds because it comes with that. So she has cure wounds actually as a free spell. So she could actually pretty easily. It's actually, you're right. She probably should because basically she has chronic healing that gives her that spell.
Yeah, just something to think about.
Yeah.
Is all.
No, definitely something to think. I think I probably will. Especially because, like I said, I get cure wounds as a spell for free,
You're doubling up on a spell you already have.
pretty much.
Yeah. Alrighty. Cheers, guys. Time to go to sleep and make lunch for tomorrow.
See ya.
Fun session, Tom.
Yeah.
Maybe make it a little bit harder next time.
Bite your tongue.
You heard it here first.
The smile that Tom just had is the reason why I said it.
I mean, you know, maybe if you braved the title of this adventure, you'll see harder things. I'm just waiting for that to happen.
Riot's gonna have to have some issue get through freaking water.
Water, yeah, figure that out. I mean, I'm enjoying myself, but I won't lie. We've been side questing for 25 plus sessions now.
I know. We're getting the money, we're getting our levels.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose, one way or another, but, you know, the plot is out there waiting to happen.
Once the cult's dealt with, we can go in and we know that we've done some good in case we die.
Every campaign has that plot. Every critical role had, like, multiple sessions when you sit there like, that's nice, but, like, where's the main plot at?
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Anyway, take care, guys.
See ya.